Beep, 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 beep. Analytic. Oh, no, thank you. Star Trek Outposts unknown. What the hell is wrong with that Enterprise? That is the worst looking Enterprise I've ever seen. It's not even right. It doesn't have two support structures here. It only has one. I don't even know what this is. Thank you for playing Outposts Unknown. Our game is still in development. You run into bugs. The beginning of your journey aboard the USS Resonant. Okay. I guess a different class I am unfamiliar with. Hello, Sweet Oleander, Deep Idea, G-Man, Jam Bathis, some random hobo, Hard KB, Zug is here, Tolkion, Loose Nun, Becky. Nice. Eternal, what's up? Raging Old Gamer Man, what's up, man? Halo Technology. What you been playing recently, Halo? I hope you're doing well too, man. Well, Captain, it's time for your maiden voyage on the USS Resonant. I know this is your first flight as captain. I have every confidence. This will be a standard exploration mission into a relatively unknown sector. The Lahari, the ex-Lahari populate the system. They've gone through the first contact. Our relationship is very promising. The Lahari are letting us build outposts in their system in exchange for help analyzing an anomaly they call the Rift. Rift occupies their sector and can cause intermittent rifts. They're dangerous as they sound. This is where you and your research outposts. Oh wow, it's kind of like a combination of a Constitution class and a
Menu screen started to grow on me after a while.
Radiant class. Miranda. Oh shit! What the? Whoa! Shit! Eternal, bro! Am I reading that right? No Ren is eternal. No Ren is eternal. 100 gifted subs. Those are 100 colonists for me to kill.
Menu screen started to grow on me.
Wow. Have I tried saying Raiders? They can hear me?
Yeah, the game's too loud.
Oh my god, the game is so loud. Let's turn the game audio off for a second. This is where you and your research outpost can help. The USS Resonant is a prototype ship of a brand new class. That's why, because it looks like shit. It's equipped for state-of-the-art outpost construction, particularly for scientific structures. An outpost with these buildings will make a huge breakthrough. Everything about this journey is a fresh experience. At least the music's all right. You need to pick a crew who can meet the challenge head on. Okay, not Joe. Maybe Alex.
What?
Team Alpha or Team Beta? Oh, man. But no, seriously, thank you so much. No Ren is Eternal for the insane number of supporters. That really helps out this month and keeps us going. Killer WBM, thank you for subscribing. 58. Killer Noise is here. Have you tried Sound Raiders of Sophie? I have. I think I'm waiting for. Well, the boys are editing. I just finished editing 2 videos. The boys are editing a video apiece. A lot of the stuff that we played over the Steam Next Fest. So whenever they're done, we'll switch over to something else. That could potentially be the thing that we switch over to. We were also having a lot of fun with Mecha Chameleon, which is something we might want to do. Alpha, Beta. Like, hopefully you're able to name these people, because if not, I'm giving it a 0 out of 10. What is the game trying to say by making Team Alpha nothing but females and Team Beta dudes? Oh, wait, there's only 3 guys and 4 females, so never mind. There are no males in space. Mecha is fun. It is hilarious. No, I don't want either of these teams. But I'm going to have to pick this because it's got the most guys so that... Oh, can I change it? There's a little pencil next to the name. Do you think maybe I just got a random roll? I think, let me see if that's like literally the teams or if they're randomly generated. Because having an all-female team when I'd like to role play a little bit with my own guy. Running Hammer 77, what's up? What the fuck? All right. Thanks for years of laughs and enjoyable content. I'm going to turn the... We have to get to a menu screen here where... Oh, here's settings. Alright. That a little better. Okay. Yeah, Starfleet Academy. Dagus. Dagus is a temperate planet with rather unique set of biomes. Lush grassland and crystalline deserts exist side by side. They survive underneath the threat of persistent Tetrion storms. It'll make an excellent place for our initial outpost, and should have enough material to support a self-sufficient base. There's no better place to get started. There we go. Crew. These crew will be the first to land, so select an individual who can work efficiently while the outpost is developing. The other crew will arrive on the outpost once transports have been established. Hype train. Yeah, boy. Hype train 11, level 11, 1 minute. We're at 98%. Just need one more person. One more person. That's the idea of Anthem? You mean EA's Anthem? Which game? Crook? What are the games today, Crook? On a Friday. Yay! The loose nun, but it's over. Thank you, loose nun. Wee-hee. Gifting to Cthulhu. France versus Norway. That's a good one, right? What up, Joe? What up, Incubus? Hello. Oh, the trailer was fake. Yeah. Rez, welcome back. Click to select a beam down location. Well, chromatic megaflora. Harris. Thank you, Harris. 7 months in a row. Eggbook! Where do we want to set down?
Eggbook.
Starfleet
You
Command.
got the Eggbook? Hey, you got the Eggbook?
Should we sit down near the tree? We need to hype up our 100 sub thing because the 50 sub was better than the 100 sub GIF. I need to get a better GIF from my man. My man. No rent is eternal. I don't even know what the sub that gifted. Yeah, we gotta do something. Thank you, Tolgan. Shit, boy. You know, actually, I just edited a video where you gifted $100 and I drank a beer. That's in the Expeditions video. I just finished editing that, and then that'll come out maybe tonight or tomorrow. So thank you for always supporting the show, man. But this one is, you know, actually magnetic. Ah, you motherfucker! Let's go. Okay, click to select the beam down location. Well, I already did that. First officer, reporting in, Captain. We've arrived on Dagus, and there's plenty to survey here. Our Lahari liaison, Officer Hello Rona, will join us shortly. She'll be our guide to the planet and our insight to the Lahari culture. I'm looking forward to meeting her, but I'm also eager to get started. We place probes around the map to find a good spot to set up our base. We can place our own beacons to send crew to find them, to start building. We're detecting an approaching Tetrion storm, so we need to get moving. But this one is, you know, actually magnetic.
Ah, you motherfucker!
Got Wayne is here, gifting subs, getting that hype going. Level up.
Do you, Zug?
Level 13, baby. Oh, I know this isn't quite as important as a Tetrion storm, but I did want to let you know that you can set a catchphrase for your comms. It's a cute touch, a nice way to let the crew know you a little better. Is this my catchphrase? Acknowledged. Over and out. You have your orders. Let's do it. What? Stupid. Let's just do acknowledge. No, there's a Joe emote. I hear you, OJ. I like the sound of that, Captain.
You're nothing.
Game guide.
You deserve it.
Planets are full of potential discoveries. Explore. Set an exploration beacon by clicking on the explore button at the bottom right. Click anywhere on the map. A crew member will walk towards the exploration beacon. Explorers assigned to the ops center will be performing the action. Okay. Well, who do we want to send out? We're going to send out the red shirt. Lucas. You can go ahead and get killed. You can die. Beep. What? Did anybody go there? I don't know. Sends an available crew member doing exploration. I guess it'll just... Is this like Majesty where you don't actually choose who goes? Max Costa's going. Oh shit. Ah, we can rename. Yay. Alright. Angry Joe's going out.
Objective complete.
Place exploration beacons in the environment to locate and reveal Starfleet exploration probes. I want to be a red shirt, so I died too fast. The crew has found a suitable area for our first building, Captain. We can explore more once we've got stable operations. It's time to build operations centers, Captain. It's the next step to getting more advanced buildings. This also creates a shield that protects buildings and crew from Tetrion radiation. As long as they're within the shield's boundary, we can still build outside the shield, though. We have plenty of room. The buildings just won't be protected from Tetrions. And I'd be thrilled if we can get some coffee in there. I'd say is the key to smooth operation. Buildings need to be placed in flat areas clear from rocks and floor. Crew members must bring resources to the construction site before work can begin. Crew members must contribute time to constructing buildings. Why do we have to put it here? Why can't I go and put it way over here?
I'm going to give this a 4.
Who's hey? Yeah. Provide the resources and work to finish the structure. Rising light. I'd buy that for $1.
What?
This is Alex. This is the other job. Won't let me click on him. There was only 3 men. That's the 3 of us. you looking for me? It's gonna be Sweet Oleander. You are Asian. Build the operations center. There it is, our
What do you think?
operations center. The shield is active and ready for
Very
upgrades.
nice.
It's got a coffee
It's
synthesizer.
very cool,
Thank
baby.
the stars
But that's
above.
nothing.
Brain Eclipse, thank you for the bitties. 1,000 bitties. Yeah, boy. Chat, put your bitties on my face. Okay, there's our beautiful operations center. Kind of looks like a... I don't know what that looks like. A Roomba. Or a coffee thing. Helms officer. There's a lot of crew on the planet that need a ride home, especially if a storm is coming. I don't want to see what happens if we're all overexposed to radioactive material. Let's get that shuttle built. We need to collect metals from the geology that's been researched and deliver it to the shuttle pad. Construction site. Can't build without supply. Logistics. Shuttle pad. Logistics and shuttle pad. Shuttle pad. Logistics. Metal collector. Used to collect metals from nearby geological. Can store basic metals. Small metal storage. Hey, hey.
What the hell is going
Red
on in
is
here?
eternal. Thank you so much for sticking with us, and thank you for that huge drop of subs. Love you very much, man, for keeping it going. Soviet Conscript, thank you for joining and sticking with us for 37 months. Days are split between shifts and night shifts. Joe's over there. So Joe has the honor of editing our mecha.
He's just giggling at his own
He's
masterpieces.
just giggling at all of his mess. That's right. What is it
Fucking
called?
Alex is,
Mecha Chameleon.
Krusty the Clown.
Dude, that shit was legendary, Chad. You're gonna see it. Well, I missed it. Days are split between shifts and night shifts. Your crews will spend their days on the planet. At night, go back up to the ship. Due to the Tetrion activity, transporters may only be used for emergencies. Instead, the shuttle will drop your crew members off, pick them up. Your crew members work on the outpost during the day. Your crew members restore their needs on the ship at night. They recover when they eat, get medical attention, sleep, and even hang out. There's Sweet Oleana, there's Angry Joe, there's Alex, and there's other Joe. Everybody's working, except for this person.
I'm here, Captain.
Shuttle's up and running, Captain. The first one is leaving the ship now. This is Resonant 001. This is the bridge. You're clear for takeoff. Ground crew will be landing in a few moments. Clear the shuttle pad. Prepare for disembarkation. Let's get T-Pran to work. Science officer doesn't be flippy. He's a smart guy. I mean, now you're a woman, so you're a smart woman. Build the shuttle pad. We did it. Yeah. Okay. This is cool. This is chill. Chill so far. We do have access to a metal collector, which would let any crew assigned to it to gather metal automatically. That would definitely speed up collection. It does require a good amount of basic metal for construction, though. Still collecting by hand is slow, and with the Tetrion storms approaching, we don't have the luxury of time. We can always build a metal collector later, too. But I do have a metal collector. Should I add this to our list? The first officer is suggesting we construct a metal collector to improve the efficiency of a resource extraction. If we choose not to build one now, we can always do it later. Well, yeah, add it to the task list, but I already built one. This is a metal collector, is it not? Under construction. Build a metal collector. Staff the metal collector. Do you look forward to the Doom the Dark Ages DLC, Joe? You know, no Ren is. I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, I just didn't care about Doom the Dark Ages as much as I thought I would. And the DLC, like, when it comes out, let me know. And, I mean, we'll play it. But I'm just not, like, looking forward to it. You know? Let me tell you some of the games I am looking forward to, though. I'm gonna open up my little document here because I like to look ahead. If I can find it. Mound. I'm looking forward to Mound. The Mound. We put a video on it about 2 days ago on the main channel. Go check that one out. But let me tell you these ones that you need to look out for. That's so weird. I thought I had my list. Where's my list at?
Objective complete.
Give me a second here. Okay. Most anticipated games list. No Rent is Eternal because you donated so many damn gifted subs. Here's a video that I was never able to produce. I have, oh my God, I have 41 games. Do you want to hear all 41? No Rent, it's up to you. We could do it together. Let's do it together. Or you just want 10? Yeah, dude, let's do it. Okay, check this out. Boom. Okay. We could probably reorder some of these. GTA 6, number 1. Total War, number 2. Crimson Desert already came out. So let's put the ones in blue that have already come out. Dawn of War 4, not number 4. Fable, this is delayed, not coming out. Star Citizen as a joke, because I need my prediction to come true so I can get that trophy back before Joe and Alex get it. And then Blood of the Dawn Walker, The Expanse, Osiris Reborn, Resident Evil 9 came out, and Tomb Raider, Legacy of Atlantis. Those are the top 10. Now, moving on. Falling Frontier. I feel like this game's never coming out. Okay, I want it to come out. It's an indie game, but it's an indie space game, and it's one guy. Coming, it's just said that forever. So I don't know when the fuck this is ever coming out. And then Dwarf, basically, is a really cool Command and Conquer thing. Again, made by one guy. So this ain't never coming out. Yeah, he also had a Kickstarter too. Okay, and then we got Wolverine. We got Beast of Reincarnation. We got at number 15, 007. Gothic 1. Star Wars Galactic Racer. Mouse PI came out. Hellraiser, that's in October. Menace, it's early access, needed more content. Heroes of Might and Magic Olden, this came out. Valor Mortis, Directive 8020. Boy, that was a mistake. Star Wars Zero Company, this needs to go way up. I would put this one in the top 10. Can't wait for Star Wars Zero Company. Ill, this one needs to go way up. I don't know if Ill is actually even coming out this year, is it? Nope, 2027. So that don't count. But I think we got closer to that. So you got Ill. Then you got Reanimal. Marvel 1943. Is this canceled? No. Apparently still coming. Feels canceled to me. Kingmakers, didn't that disappear? Wasn't that supposed to come out already by now? Oh my god. This is vaporware. October 8th, 2005. This shit never came out. Huh. Hell Let Loose Vietnam coming out right around the corner. Ace Combat 8. Judas. Beyond Astra. Well, I've actually forgotten what Beyond Astra looks like. Oh, like a 4X game. Okay. I love me some 4X games, and I love me some space monsters like that. That probably got me to wish listed alone. The Last General. The hell's The Last General? Thousands of units in large-scale modern RTS as you manage economy, logistics, build a war machine. Then you can even go into first person. And then you can go first and third person anytime. Damn. Oh, this is 2027. War for Westeros. Game of Thrones is supposed to have an RTS. I think it's supposed to come out this year. Chronicles Medieval. Step into a vast, dynamic medieval sandbox set in the age of the 100 Years' War. Oh yeah, this one was in one like Game Awards trailer. That one looked cool. Agefield Rock the School. What? Why would I put that? Relive your high school days and okay, this is maybe a joke game that me and Joe can play and have fun. We can find a girlfriend and be popular in school, I guess. The Sinking City 2. I put that on my list here. Demo out. Uh-oh. Well, boom. I'm gonna download this demo. Oops. I love me some Cthulhu.
Heroes, your
Okay. Let's download that to see if I should even care. Okay. Sea of Remnants, Battlestar Galactica. That one already came out. Looking forward to Dust Front, which there was a demo during Steam Next Fest. This is really cool RTS. Why the hell would I put this on my list? This is another one that was gonna. What? I would not put that on the list. Maybe as a joke. Veil of Ashes. Another RTS. Love me the RTSs. And then Dust Front, which you can get the demo for right now. And the demo was fun. Okay, bro. 41 games for you to look forward to. Minus 3 or 4. They got pushed back to 2007. Thank you so much for supporting our show, bro. Okay. Alright. See what this first officer has to say. The operations center is looking great. It's got a shield to protect it. It's got a coffee. I work best when I'm caffeinated. We can actually do a little bit more with the operations center, and upgrade will grant access to some prototype blueprints. We got a lot of new structures. Assign your crew to the ops center. They will be performing actions when placing exploration beacons. Crews that don't have a place to sleep and didn't make the shuttle back to the ship will sleep outside. The operations center will automatically shield all buildings and crew and surrounding radians. The shield is visible blue bubble. The structures are outside the boundary will not be protected. So, a crew assignment. Lieutenant Commander. Lieutenant Commander. Miss Scarlet, which one you want to be? You want to be this blue lady or this white lady? A blue lady or a white lady? Okay, the white lady.
Count on me, Captain.
Oh wait, that's a. Where is that person?
What's up? You called?
What'd you say?
Can you be aboard? No. I only got one more person to rename as a female. Build a metal collector. Select stat upgrade in the ops center. Deliver materials to the ops center. Stat upgrade. Start upgrade.
Orders received.
Oldie Joe. Oldie Joe. I typed Oldie Joe. No other Joe. Oldie Joe. Incoming. I am Officer Hellerona of the Six Rings. I'm pleased to be a part of your team. We're pleased to have you, officer. We're well on our way with initial construction. I am now aware of your progress. I'm not familiar with the culture's linguistic patterns, but the use of I am, a convention. Yes, I am speaking in the traditional way. The subject is identified. They refer to in the present, the most important time of our lives. That's a fascinating approach to linguistics. Would you be open to letting us learn more? I think our science officer would be more than a little excited to pick your brain. I am not going to consent to brain picking, but I am fine with further discussion. I am wondering if the consumption of brains is a common practice of your kind. Not for my kind, but maybe for some. I am, in this instance, actually being sarcastic. Build the metal collector. Staff the metal collector. Can y'all motherfuckers build this better, please? Prioritize. Wait, how do you... Sorry. We need some investigations here. Select group, Flippy. Investigate this tree.
Captain.
Yeah, unfortunately, it kind of seems like new track, or is this Abrams track maybe? Here comes Flippy.
Are you looking for me?
We should get a Star Trek XCOM game as well. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Oh, nice. I like the theme. I like the theme. Dr. Evil. Putting that back on rotation. Let's go. I love it. Idiot Doom Spiral, thank you for tipping 1320, baby. Hey Joe, did you ever play Dynasty Warriors 3? I'm excited for the remaster, but Koei Tecmo locking off the retro character costumes from the game behind a digital deluxe edition is crazy. No. Why did he do these things? It's always something, man. You just can't just remake something and give it to us how it was. And some additional stuff. That's how it should be. Not doing that crap. Yeah. No, I never played it. That would be my opportunity to play. Okay, you're done. It is possible that we could extract biomatter from this.
Oh, I'm here, Captain.
Unknown organic. Alright, I guess it's time for everybody to go. Miss Scarlet is not leaving Alex. Alex is leaving. Miss Scarlet seems to be confused. Oh, okay. We're taking off without Miss Scarlet. Okay. Okay. Bye. Bye, Miss Scarlet. Hopefully you can fend for yourself. Holy shit, boy! Raging old gamer man, yes sir! She is freaking out. Returning to the ship. Oh well, she freaked out, and I guess her pathing got messed up. And for some reason, the shuttle. Wait, no, the shuttle's coming back. They're like, oh, wait, we forgot Miss Scarlet. They're back. Somebody realized they forgot her. Where's Miss Scarlet? Now you got your own personal shuttle. Anybody else? Nope. Okay. She ate low quality food, it said. I saw that. Maybe that's why. She had to take a shit. And then she missed the bus. And the bus came back. How kind of it. Raging old gamer man. I guess shit don't happen at night. So that's kind of weird. We just have to sit around while nothing's going on. Collect. Explore. Collect. Okay, it wasn't too... See, we need to find metal. And I don't even know where these motherfuckers are collecting metal. I don't even know if these motherfuckers are collecting metal at all. Welcome back, everyone. Now get to fucking work. I still want. I need to
here,
name
Captain.
this
Here
this
I
one.
am.
This is gonna be Raging Old Gamer Man. And then no res is eternal next. Where's no res? How the fuck do I even get metal? Basic metal 0. Okay. Yeah, I built the metal collector. It's right there. Under construction. Used to collect metals from nearby geological. Metal collector, metal storage. Are you guys even fucking working?
What's up?
Can't get any work done on my current assignment. Can't work. Ate low quality food. No rev shirts have died yet, but I don't see any metal. I mean, I suppose this is metal here, right? So let's try to say 0 out of 25. 0 out of 25. Collect. I can't hit the button. There's a rock there. Let's try it. I can't. Well, they didn't really teach us very well, did they? How the fuck do you harvest metal?
What you say?
Mr. Spock, what is this bullshit? Trying to replicate us some sandwiches. Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Here I am.
Yeah,
Yes, Captain.
do some shit. So the metal collector's not collecting metal. So nobody is collecting metal. How do I harvest? It has to be collect. Oh, maybe those aren't collection things. Why does it say 1 out of 25? Trying to click. Now it says 6 out of 25. Okay, I think people are collecting now. I guess we just gotta find what is
Roger that, Captain.
what is metal and what's not metal.
Got it, Captain.
I'm gonna have to try to get everybody to investigate shit.
Got it,
None of that metal. I already researched that.
Captain. Handling it, Captain.
I'll handle it faster. Materials. Metals. Metals are a key component in the construction of your outpost. No shit. Basic metals are used to build most of the outpost's early buildings. Click on individual rocks and then the collect button to direct your clue to collect them. Motherfucker. Use the collection tool to select a group of rocks to collect, but there's no rocks. Mine metals or metal deposits. So, we just got fucked.
I appreciate your business. Engage.
There's no metal.
Damn you, corporate!
There's no fucking metal on this planet. Damn you, corporate. Alright, we're gonna have some people go out exploring. Explore. Oh my god. Explore way out there. If somebody dies, it's not my fault. Why are these things flashing? Somebody explore that. If you have a moment, Captain, let's talk rocks. There's a mineral deposit nearby that would be perfect for our work. Alright, so you just needed to go out and explore. And then you would have ran into that. Now, I could hit the collect button. And Other Joe. Other Joe's going way out there. Collect. That didn't work. Something's wrong with the collect button. Well, we're gonna need to research it first.
Understood.
Kind of lonely out here, Joe. Walking on your own.
Status?
I'm gonna get attacked.
There
It's
needs
gonna
to
be-
be more creatures on
Is
this
it gonna be any
planet.
sexy aliens? I'll get
Mm.
first contact.
Any green chicks? No. It's just boring rocks. That sucks.
Boo! We're the creatures.
I don't know. There's some fluctuating signatures here, so you might be walking into something. The fuck is that? Dead roots. You found dead roots. Let's see. Okay. It's making noises. Scout roots. This looks like it'll attack you. We're not gonna. Alert! Scout roots. Living vines spread around the planet. They're a small part of target. 10,000 health. Defending crew.
With more sexy aliens, Scarlet.
Objective Objective
Okay, now we can finally harvest.
alert.
Alex is the first one. He analyzed the rocks, and now he's harvesting the rocks. At least one person's doing some shit right. This is a great start, Captain. Anything else that's highlighted will need to be researched before we can collect it. For now, let's make good use of those minerals. We figured it out. Now everybody else is showing up. There's Flippy,
I'm here.
Sweet old Leander,
Yes, Captain.
Angry Joe.
There was a
Idiot
ninja
Doom
from Japan
Spiral Tier 3. Holy fuck.
who kills
I
Mongols
love
as
it.
fast as he
I
can.
love it, man. This game just made me
He gives
remember when you
himself
reviewed
kicks.
Star Trek Trexels and you
Right
yelled,
onto
"It will
the
ruin your
dicks."
fucking Christmas."
and forces him right out of
I
his
remember
lane.
that shit, dude. One of the first like Star Trek mobile games. Damn. That was a while ago. And then you remember that Star Trek twin shooter? It was like Star Trek DCDLD something. It was like an acronym. You remember that one? That's an even older Angry Review, I think. Oh shit, it's about to be nighttime. There's too many people working on metal. I don't think y'all gonna go home. I'm gonna have to sleep outside. Cause y'all asses waited too long to figure out how to do this shit. Alright. Is the metal collector working yet? Okay. What is that called? The yeoman's whistle, right, Alex?
Mm-hmm.
Yeoman's whistle. What's up, Joe? I'm back. No Ren. I was wondering where you went. Captain, you're needed on the bridge. Are people under attack? I was gonna name one of these guys after you. The next guy that came in. Other Joe's telling us that we got attacked. Self-defense authorized. Set phasers to stun. Understood. Engaging targets.
Yellow alert.
Wait, is other Joe attacking it? Where's this happening? Joe! No, it's Miss Scarlet. She's getting hurt.
What's your need?
That's kind of fucked up. We're just like attacking the local fauna. I mean, we're kind of the bad guys then. I want like creatures though. I can't get any more crew. No Ren is eternal, so it's like I don't know when. I need more people. And what's weird is I've got all this I've got all these medals. We're missing 4. Okay, well, we just gotta wait for nighttime to finish. So Miss Scarlet once again left behind. For some reason she's like a rebel. She's just battling into the night. What's this? Bioluminescent plant. Ensign Miss Scarlet has sustained major injuries. Did she lose her battle? She lost her battle against the Ruse. I don't know if I have like a medical bay for you. Now everybody else. So you didn't even go to sleep. Did they bring any people? What? What the fuck is going on? Where? What? You tricked me. Everybody stayed on the ship today. It's a mutiny. We don't want to metal work anymore. This game's pretty buggy right now. Okay. Where's Miss Scarlet? What? Okay, I guess she's in there getting healed. Good question. We don't really know. What is the game? I mean, what's the next game that's big that's coming out? No, Ren. No, Rennis. Eternal, okay. That's easier for me. Yeah, Black Flag. That's going. College football, Black Flag, the Mound. There's really not a lot in July. So it's going to be a down month. August shit picks up, and then September will break us. So we get to just chill. Halo at the end of July. Yeah, I mean, it's a remake. It's kind of a bastardization remake, but hurry, we got enough materials. Why would OJ be twerking for the GTA 6 review? The worst they could do is make it woke. Archangel, you think that's the worst they can do? Oh my god. You're watching too much Nerderotic, bro. There's some chick twerking on a sports car in the trailer. Nice. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of strip clubs we can go to. It'll be funny. We went to a strip club last time for Grand Theft Auto. And we were driving around the Power Wheels in front of the strip club. I don't think we can get away with that again. I don't know. You pay the women anything, they'll do whatever. They'll dance on our Power Wheels if we pay them enough money. Just what is our budget? You gonna make Alex fit in the Power Wheels? No.
They break.
He'll break them. What's with the neurotic stuff going on? I don't know. They're just a group of guys. Like I didn't even talk to him. I talked to somebody else. I watched the Star Trek reviews. I was like, bro, the interviews that Millie Alcock give before the movie doesn't really affect much of the box office at all. They were mad that she said that Supergirl could go both ways. Like, who gives a fuck? Is the film good or not? Then that triggered them, and then they all jumped on me. But it really just increased our engagement, so thank you. Shepard! Thank you, Shepard! He's back 112 months. So my garbage disposal stopped working, chat. And I had a plumber come over, and he goes, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I was like, what? I guess they don't take these things apart. They're like, you got to contact the people to fit, is it under warranty? I was like, yeah, I bought it like 2 years ago. So I just contacted the company, the Easy Connect Pro 750 garbage disposal. It said, sorry to hear about it's humming and not working properly. Since the wrench moves freely, as I told him what happened, I was like, hey, I went under there, I'm moving the wrench freely, so it's not stuck. I turn on the power and it just hums. So it's getting power, it's just not turning. So they're just like, we'll send you a new one. I bet you they get so few emails that they're like, yeah, just here, take this free one. So we're old. Replacing garbage disposals.
I replaced mine last year. It was great.
That's when you know you're old.
That's how you know you're
adult.
handy.
That's how you know when you're an adult. Well, this ghost didn't do any favors. We weren't as bad as Nowhere Go. Yeah. Rachel was attacking the film itself, like her own film. That was really stupid. That was dumb as fuck. And that's why I was defending Millie's, because it's like, dude, Millie got attacked online, called ugly and caveman and all this stuff. And then in an interview, all she said was like, I looked at this guy making fun of me, and he had like this Christian dad avatar, and he's like got daughters. Like, why is he like railing on somebody online for their appearance? Like, your daughters look up to you, man. And of course, that triggered those guys, because that's literally what they do online. So that made them mad. And then the other thing, like, some gay interviewer for Gay Pride Month asked her, hey, do you think Supergirl's gay? And she's like, I don't know. She can go both ways, in my opinion.
I've done some extensive research. There's a lot of comics of Supergirl going both ways, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot.
So you see, this is what they're upset about. This is why they had to send all their little anti-woke army to come after me on X. X is just garbage, man. It's radical as Asian. Like, I interact with a few of them, and now my feed is nothing but like Supergirl is woke and all these disgusting pictures of how ugly Millie Alcock is. It's like crazy, dude. And then you look at the threads, you click on the thread, and they're all like laughing and supporting. It's like I get it. That X has a bunch of weirdos on there, and then you look at other posts on X, completely unrelated to this. There's like, it's gotten bad, like racism and bigotry and stuff, like openly, like little communities now. I thought I thought that they moderated that stuff and got rid of that stuff. But I guess once they lost all their sponsors when Elon Musk took over, they don't give a fuck. It's a shithole now.
No, that's the wrong. Stop it, Splinter. Fucking stop it. It's not what we're talking about. When they were in all attacking everyone on Twitter and making videos, it's not what they were talking about.
Splinter probably watches them. That's what's up. I don't watch their videos, man. I just comment, like, Disparu said one stupid thing. Like, the guy I watch his videos sometimes, and it's like just this random female hate. I was like, man, what happened? You know, were you dating some girl and she really hurt you, dude? Or maybe there is actual incels out there. You know, I thought that was like a joke for a long time. Like, oh, I'm just gonna call you an incel. You're an incel. I thought it was like an insult, right? No, there are legitimate incels out there. And like they do legitimately hate women, and that's legitimately their lifestyle. And I was like, oh, my bad. Okay, you do you, I guess. So it's very possible, you know, he could be one, but I don't know.
Hey kids, are any of you getting iPads for Christmas?
God damn, that's old.
Well, if you do, don't buy Star Trek Trexels because it'll ruin your fucking Christmas!
The fucking goddamn clicker paywall bullshit. I'm concerned. The planets are friendly now, but some have increased hostility. My team needs an office for vigilance and preventative defense. Not aggressive, but proactive defense. Come on, Joe. I want aggressive. Let's eradicate. Maybe they'll have DLC for this game where you can be the Empire. Terran Empire. We may not be a delivery service, but we do have space to set up Starfleet requisitions. Other pilots can land there to collect much needed material. We get a good review from them. They get stuff from us. Win-win. Alright, but everybody left. 4.
Hey kids,
Sleeping on the
are
ship.
any of you getting iPads for Christmas?
Yay! Idiot Doom Spiral, thank you for the biddies.
Well, if you do, don't
wanna see that
buy
again.
Star Trek Trexels because it'll ruin your fucking Christmas!
I guess nobody got left behind this time. So, Miss Scarlet. Is Miss Scarlet still hurt? When is she gonna get healed? I don't know why this building has to float. That's just fucking stupid. And it's not as if it moves. Like if it floats around the map, then fine, you have purpose to float, but you're just trying to be sci-fi-y. It's just a waste of resources. Staff the metal collector. Okay. Raging old gamer man.
I can do that.
And
Understood.
build a security office. Oh my god, these plans have shown up. If 3 people go against it, it's easy and nobody gets hurt. Okay, so they are an invasive species. Bro. I can't build this. Everything's so fucking big in this game. Oh shit, oops. Whatever. Security office.
Resupply available.
Understood.
Resupply available.
Got it, Captain.
Resupply available.
You cool?
Other Joe, you are not working. You need to get to work. Collect. Investigate.
Got it, Captain.
Resupply available.
Gamer man, what'd you say? You son of a bitch.
Oh, you know what? I don't think anybody's collecting metal. Metal collector. Building inefficiency. Assigned personnel fall below recommended proficiency. Where's it?
Oh, they're adding Chaos Knights to Warhammer Fantasy.
I mean, they already have Chaos Knights. Is this like
It's a new core set on the way for Warhammer: The Old World. Warriors of
Old
Chaos.
World? Oh, when is the
And then Grand Cathay.
There's a Warhammer show about to happen. Warhammer preview show. Oh, Friday? Oh, fuck, is this going right now? When is the preview show?
The maw opens, hungering predator, Santa, the gulping god. I see
Oh, this started
his
70
will
minutes ago. God
in
damn
the
it.
meat, in the marrow,
What'd I
in
miss?
the blood.
So new Maltrine.
It is the hunger that endures through winter and war.
Of out there in the wild,
Alright,
it's worth
I'm
talking
gonna
about
watch
some of the
this
things that are coming up.
jam,
And the first thing that we're going to talk about is how new people to Warhammer might get started in the Warhammer 40,000 hobby with some Warhammer 40,000 starter sets. So here is the Warhammer 40,000 starter set. We've got one in the flesh. This is an enormous box and is the perfect way if you've never played Warhammer 40,000 before and want to get started to jump straight into the hobby. Eddie, what can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so we did know that some of the miniatures from the Warhammer 40,000 Armageddon set would be available in other sets in the future. This is one of the first places you'll be able to get hold of them. So in this, you effectively have a combat patrol of Space Marines painted as Ultramarines.
This is the big summer Warhammer preview. I am Adam. This is the big summer Warhammer preview. I am Adam Troke. This is Eddie Eccles, and we're delighted to have your company.
Yeah, this is going to be a really cool preview. We've got stuff from loads of different game systems to show you, loads of Warhammer to talk about. We think about 90 minutes of stuff. Is that
Yeah,
about right?
should run to about that long, depending on how fast we talk and how sidetracked we get by all the details. But yeah, for the next hour and a half or so, we're going to fill the air with loads of cool Warhammer things. We've got things to cover from Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Warhammer the Old World, Warhammer Necromunda, Warhammer Blood Bowl, Warhammer Horus Heresy, and Legions Imperialis. Have I forgotten anything?
Kill Team.
Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team. So is that we ask people very good, you would.
Time with that. I
Actually,
did loads
it was
of
on Warcom, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Nice. So, got people from tech.
I enjoyed the quiz.
Okay, I need
The
to
quiz
pee,
was fun,
so
right?
I'll be right back.
Any right? Any
I
wrong?
got all of them right, obviously, Adam.
Very
But
good.
I did also help write the questions, so I did have cheated a bit.
Perfect. I was doing all right myself, and I saw where some
Those
people
are
are
the
from. We've
separate
got people
file.
from Texas. There's people from all around the UK. Lot from Europe as well. I saw some France and some
Oh,
Germany.
rebuilding it.
So
Yeah, it took
wherever you are in this
20
global
something
Warhammer
minutes.
community,
Sure.
welcome to this preview. We're delighted that you would choose to spend some time with us.
Yep, absolutely.
You're
Are you
always
doing
always
any
gonna lose
hobby
this game.
recently, Adam?
I have.
What up,
I've
chat?
tried doing hobby a bit hard, been very busy, and also the weather is
Oh, it's
been a
your
bit
Friday.
madness to painting
Yeah.
right now here in the UK. We are getting burninated.
Except for you,
but
Raging
I have
Gamer
put
Man.
together everything
Mean to me.
that was on the Space Marine side of
What does he
my
mean to you?
Armageddon box,
Nice.
including
I
sort of
don't know.
Dark Angeling.
He
Dark
woke up,
Angeling, is that a word?
choosing
why not?
hit.
Models with some
Hate,
extra
hate,
details and
hate,
backup
hate.
banners and things like that. What about you?
Bit of Eldari, paint some of them. Doing a
Smack.
little bit of Caradrons on my painting table at the moment.
OJ, do you think the
and
US can
Did
beat
you
Bosnia?
finish your cockfort?
I did finish my cog fort. Yes,
No.
I had a good time with that. I
Actually,
did loads of
it was on
hobby.
Warcom, wasn't it?
It was.
I think we're favored slightly.
So,
but
meanwhile, the
They're
other
pretty
thing
It feels
much
like a trap.
resting
A little bit more
everyone,
hobby
right?
time.
The last
they
game.
would play the second stream.
They're just
Theory
gonna
hammering
win.
some army
Turkey
lists,
didn't matter.
using the Warhammer 40,000.
Was me.
And have been looking at. I saw somebody had made a really interesting little video on like Instagram or somewhere about how you could use the
Peaks.
Fulgurist detachment, which is like land speed eccentric.
A
so I'm trying to
little
work how we can
bit.
synergize that
We
with
got
the Raven,
Robbie. What they call him? What?
very fast
Apparently his
moving
name is
sort of,
Cream. Cream
attacking
Abdul
deep
Jabbar.
dragon.
Yeah, cream.
Yeah, a lot of people doing Warhammer 40,000
All right. We'll
Theory,
see
Yeah,
what
I've been
happens.
caught up in the wave, I think. What about you?
Yeah, obviously I've got one list for every single faction in 40k. That I'm
And
gonna
you've played your first official
I've,
game of
I've
the new
played
edition.
one game, one official game of the new edition so far with my Eldar against some Tau.
You are undefeated retirement.
So far, undefeated.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Right.
How many
so,
calories is a
as we said,
Modelo?
we've got loads of things to talk about throughout the
100.
course of this preview. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope that you have a nice time. We are going to start off the show by going to the grim darkness of the
I
far
don't
future,
know.
and we're going to talk about some things for Warhammer 40,000. So here we are with Warhammer 40,000 Armageddon, the launch box for the new edition, sort of out there in the wild. It's worth talking about some of the things that are coming up, and the first thing that we're going to talk about is how new people to Warhammer might get started in the Warhammer 40,000 hobby with some Warhammer 40,000 starter sets. So here is the Warhammer 40,000 starter set. We've got one in the flesh. This is an enormous box and is the perfect way if you've never played Warhammer 40,000 before and want to get started to jump straight into the hobby. Eddie, what can you tell us about
Yeah,
it?
so we
See,
did
this
know that
isn't
some
the
of the miniatures
Armageddon
from
set.
the
The
Warhammer
Armageddon
40,000
set that
Armageddon
I
set will
got
be available in other sets
is for
in the
players who
future.
already
This
are
is one of the
into
first
it.
places you'll be able to get hold of them. So in this, you effectively have a combat patrol of
Does it
Space
come with
Marines,
pre-painted
painted Space
terrain?
Marines, you can paint whatever color you want. You've also got a combat patrol of orcs. You've also got a battlefield of stuff to play across, and effectively a combat patrol's worth of battlefield terrain for.
Oh, only a
so,
combat patrol's
Yeah,
worth of
absolutely.
it.
This is essentially everything you need to get started with your first games of Warhammer 40,000, all in one box. All the
Is it
models are
pre-painted?
push-fit, the terrain's really easy to put together. It's got the game board and all of the pieces marked out for you to put your terrain on.
No.
So you can just play straight
They're
out of
going
this
to
box
sell a
if you-
pre-painted
Yeah, it's also got all the
terrain
rules
this
and stuff in
year.
there.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got your core rules and then the sort of the guide for using the models that are in the
But
box.
this one's probably
so
unpainted.
this is the first of the starter products that we're going to talk about right now, but there's more to come. So what if you wanted to get started in Warhammer 40,000, you don't want the two-player launch set, and you just want maybe a starter set which focuses on one of the factions? Well, this is getting started with Space Marines and is the same combat patrol that you saw in the previous box, and it comes complete with the paints that you would need to do your first paint jobs on these models. I think it's 11 paints in the set, so you can get started right away with the Adeptus Astartes.
Yeah, and this is perfect if you've already got a gaming group, they've already got their box sets, they've split them all up, and you've got an odd number of players, and what if you want Space Marines, you can grab yourself this set and start playing straight away. This is your self-contained little starter set for Space Marines.
It will perhaps surprise nobody to know there is an Orc equivalent of this.
Yes, this is almost exactly the same, but green.
There you go.
So you have the combat patrol for orcs, then you've got a bunch of variously orky paints. So this is a great little set if you want to kick off an orc army.
Yeah, and I think one of the things to note here, you've already said it, but if you're just looking to sort of join in with an existing group, or maybe just start one of these armies for the first time and you're already in Warhammer 40,000, this really is a great way to do it because you get the paints you would need to kickstart that painting process too.
Or if you just have an orc army and you just want loads more
Just
boys,
want a bunch of
just want
reinforcements.
loads more orcs.
Yeah, no kidding. There's another way to get started as well, which is this introductory set, and I find this one to be quite exciting. You've got some Space Marines and some orcs and some paints, and you can have a gaming experience, but it's really sort of a first steps into the Warhammer 40,000 gaming and hobby experience.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. And the thing that's cool about this to point out is that while the other sets, the miniatures, are the same ones from the Warhammer 40,000 Armageddon set, these ones are brand new miniatures. So you've got 5 intercessors in there. You've got a Space Marine Lieutenant. It's been like a whole week since we had a new Space Marine Lieutenant.
Couldn't have come
had
soon
to
enough.
have one. And then you've got a new unit of Orc Boys. Orc Boys are the same kind of unit as the ones you get in Armageddon, but they've got different poses. And critically, you've also got some heavy and special weapons.
Yeah, you've
in
got
the
a
Orc
big
squad.
shooter and a rocket launcher inside.
Absolutely. So if you want to add in some extra shooting into your big orc mobs, you can, and all the characters are kind of new poses as well. So it's quite a cool little set.
I
just
really
can't
excited
believe
about all the
that
different poses of
the
intercessors,
Games
particularly the
Workshop,
push fit
man.
ones to find them easy to
Jesus
build.
Christ,
So
they
I'm hoping
have-
somebody will split that set
they
with
make
me, Eddie.
a
Just hinting. There you
billion
go.
dollars.
We're on. Right, there's also some
And their
some paint
streams
sets.
always-
This is the
there's
paints
always
and tool
a
set.
problem.
This would synergize perfectly
Audio
with
or
that Warhammer
video,
40,000 starter
there's
set.
like
You get the
these
combat patrols.
lines on
It's
these
got
little-
13 paints, clippers, mold line removing tool and a brush, everything you need to get
Crazy.
started with your painting journey. If you've never painted Warhammer models before, this would be a decent pickup.
Yeah, this is a lovely little set. I started with a set a lot like this when I started playing Warhammer. You can paint almost anything with this box because you've got all your primary colours and then black and white and your metallics and some really useful little tools. So this is just a really solid base for a paint.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want one a little more themed towards a particular army, you can start with this, which is very much like the set I
The
started
boys!
with Warhammer, which was an orc
Paint
set
the
back in day.
boys! There's
This
only-
is boys and paints. So you've got 6 paints
There's
and a
only
brush
6
and a couple of
paints?
orc boys and a grot. Again, just
Your
dip
boys
your
are
toe
gonna
into
look
the
like
painting
shit if you only
experience
have 6
and see how you
paints
get
and
along.
you're not an artist.
There's a Space Marine equivalent, which is intercessors and paints. Again, 6 paints, a brush, and 2 Space Marine intercessors. Ooh, deep breath. That was a lot of ways to start your Warhammer 40,000 experience.
No,
And I think it'd be a
it'll
good
look
time to
alright.
like introduce your friends or
Yeah.
a family member or relative or whatever that you want to like.
It's a
try and
really
convince to
good
play.
time to start playing Warhammer 40,000 because it's a brand new edition out. Everyone's kind of in the same place. Everyone's learning.
It goes on
Okay,
quite nicely.
moving on.
Because we're going to talk about some terrain now. So we've got some really
Yes.
interesting terrain kits to point out and talk
Yeah,
about.
okay,
The
I
first
need that.
is Combat Patrol Battle
Oh,
Zone.
wait, that's
So
Combat
this is
Patrol?
all of the terrain you see here in a box, along with the game boards and the tiles to the terrain.
I need a full
prints
game
to put
set.
the terrain on. This is everything you need in one box to play a complete game of Combat Patrol.
Yeah. And if you've already bought the starter set, if you add this box onto the starter set, you effectively have a full board's worth of terrain for something like an incursion or 2,000 point game
Yep.
of Warhammer
Okay, so you
40,000.
buy
or
two
in
of
a self-contained
those.
set, it is the exact right amount of stuff to play Combat Patrol.
Yeah, and worth pointing out this with this
this
one,
pre-painted?
this like the models in the starter set are unpainted.
Mm-hmm.
So all of these terrain pieces they come on the grey plastic that you're familiar with, easy to put together, and then you can paint them in the color scheme that suits your board at home or your armies or whatever you would like.
Yeah. This set, Combat Patrol set, comes in around the same price as a Combat Patrol itself.
Perfect. Right. If you want to add more things to it, or you just want to focus on building a terrain board that suits your own preferences, we've got a few little terrain sets to talk about. This is the Manufactorum Ruins, which are those sort of classic building shapes that you often see on battlefields. There's some of these in that Combat Patrol set that we just showed you before. There's more. There's also the galvanic network. This represents these power lines and things that run across the sort of ash wastes of Armageddon, and is a wonderful way to bring some character to your battlefield. And then you've got the capacitor cluster here, which looks like it's writhing with electricity. And you've got like a really unfortunate servitor trapped in the console at the front.
Yeah, life's pretty tough for servitors in Warhammer 40,000.
It is. It's not the best. Now, all of that is really exciting terrain. All comes unpainted. And is all coming fairly soon down the pipe.
Unpainted.
That's what you-
No,
This is
where's
something
your
else we need to explain
pre-painted
to people
terrain?
that you've already talked about a little bit with Aiden on a video before, right?
That's
I'm
absolutely right.
painting that.
Currently, all the terrain in my collection is Eddie painted.
Perfect.
Very soon, I will be able to also benefit from ready painted terrain. This is the new ready painted
Yes.
Battlefield Armageddon
I need
box,
that.
and this is
Give that to
everything
me.
you need for a full
How much
incursion-sized
is
game
that?
of Warhammer 40,000
$1
in
billion?
one box, and all of the terrain in this
$500?
comes ready painted and ready
Give
to
it
go.
to me
The
now.
box is enormous. It is jam-packed with absolutely
give this to
loads
me.
of
Where do I
fantastic
pre-order this?
terrain, and we've got one here to open. So what we thought we'd do is actually just crack one open and build one of the terrain pieces in it,
So
nice and
while-
quickly, to show you what it's like.
While Adam tells you about it, I'm going to build one of the terrain pieces in here
Great.
to show you how quickly we
Get
can make
clipping, right. So what we've got is some nice pictures to show you while Eddie gets feverishly to work. So here you can see what you're dealing with. Essentially, it is a full battlefield worth of already painted terrain.
Okay, where can I
Try and talk over
pre-order?
The rummaging
Give me
and crashing
the
of Eddie.
thing.
The set comes with the game boards that you need. It has the terrain markers, so you know where to put your terrain pieces onto. And obviously, the terrain is painted to ready painted. To
Exactly.
a
Their
brilliant
videos are
standard. So if you're
interlacing.
looking
Like,
to
I don't
just
know what
clip
the hell,
things
man.
out
This is a
from
$1
the
billion
frames,
company.
put
Look, they
together
got it right
quickly
here,
and start
but
painting
not on
in
their
Warhammer
live stream.
40,000
Whoever
on a
does their
battlefield
live
looks
content
really
is
good.
one of the
This is a
worst
wonderful way to
companies.
do it. It's going to be
one of the
enormously
worst
popular
internal
with people
teams they
who,
have.
like me at home. I've already got my own terrain board, but if I wanted to host a game night and I wanted maybe like 3 friends to come over so we could like play round robin style games,
It's
this
as
would
if they
enable
don't
me to
even
do it
watch
nice and
their own
quickly.
stuff
You can
and be
imagine
like,
gaming clubs,
"Oh, that
and
looked
tournaments,
bad. Let's
and all of those
change it."
people who have a need
Bro.
for a nice looking battlefield quickly are going to find this to be really exciting.
Feel free to hold that one up. if you
Oh,
wanna
there you
show
go.
people
I'll
the
show you what it
details.
looks like. Here you go. If we get a zoom in on this. So this is a piece directly off of the frame that Eddie has just worked on, and you can see the level of detail. You've got the fantastic glow effects around the sort of the lumens and the candles and so on. Inside, you can see the interior detail. Some within the sort of the walls, you can see
Looks
this sort of
good.
chipped and very nicely done sort of corrosion dripping
For
down the walls.
pre-painted, that's
Really
pretty
is a
good.
very impressive piece of terrain.
Almost there.
It's
almost
probably
there.
about as best
So
as you
now
can
we've got
get.
2. Now I always try and put these together too early.
At
so
their
I don't wanna
margins.
ruin it. So essentially, it just push fits. One of the things that we've discovered, the guys who run our global events are really excited about this because it's going to enable them to put together large battlefields very quickly, and you can also unclip these things when you're ready to and put it
And then
back
he breaks it.
into a relatively
So I think-
small space.
Yeah, the
There
whole
you go.
thing actually. If you leave the kind of floors off, then the whole thing. Oh, I need to clip out those. A bit.
We need to do a bit more clipping.
More
There you
clipping,
go.
find a bit more clipping. If you take the floors out, the whole thing packs back into the box,
There you go.
pretty much. So that's pretty easy.
Which is nice if you're looking for somewhere to store your models.
And I am. I think we're almost there. Almost there.
Perfect. So one of the things I think that's quite nice about this is I speed painted my
Y'all
entire
couldn't do that
battlefield, and
before
it
the
took me
show?
all of a Saturday to build,
Bros.
and then all of a Sunday to speed, and it's still not of the same quality as the completion on this. And so you've done the first
Should've
building in
been
what?
like, here's the
The amount of
box,
time
and
it's
this is what
taken
it
us
looks
to talk
like.
about this.
Already
There
set
we
up.
go, moving
Yeah,
around,
yeah.
and it really does look
This guy's
wonderful. You can see
hobbying
the
on
bulkhead
live on
door and
stream.
everything inside it. I couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, I
about
think
it.
I'm pretty pleased with this. I'm quite pleased with the effect I've got on some
Yeah,
of
that
the
looks great.
glow there as well. I
I'm
think
a-
the
I'm a
dry
buy that.
brushing
Are you
I've achieved
taking
on this.
credit for all this work?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want
I
to
just
paint.
made this,
I
you're
have no
sorry.
time to paint no more.
lovely.
Give it to me.
Nice. So
tell me
this
how
is
much
on its
it
way
is.
later in the year. It will come behind all of the other starter products that we just talked about.
Later in the year.
And so you're looking more towards the.
We're
autumn
playing
time
now,
where
what the
people are
fuck?
playing.
Yeah, and in terms of price, this one comes in. It has twice as much terrain as the Combat Patrol Battlefield, and it comes in at a little bit more than the cost of 2 Combat Patrols.
There you go. So yeah, really exciting.
But
Okay.
What is
so,
that?
We've talked about all of the starter sets. We've talked about all of the terrain.
A little
ready
more
paint
than
terrain.
two-
Very exciting.
what?
I guess we should talk a little bit about the things that are coming along
how much
with the
is it?
first codex of
Yeah,
11th
we should
edition.
probably do that.
So it's time to look at some orcs.
You want some wheels?
how much is a combat
Get
patrol?
yourself a truck. I got all the trucks.
Hey, orcs!
Bigger trucks.
Yeah, bigger
The
trucks.
best trucks.
Let's go.
It's got all the gubbins and
The gubbins.
grabbing claws, rammy bits, shooters, rockets, you name it. Remember, walk in is
New
for
vehicles?
bits and grots. Go fast or go
New
home.
vehicles. They look like dragsters. New trucks. New
was fun.
transports.
It's a good
I
time
already
to be
bought
an
my
orc this year, isn't it?
transports.
It
I ain't
is,
buying
it
no more
absolutely
transport.
spoiled we can confirm
Actually,
today
I
that
have
the first
space for
codex
one
is
transport.
Orcs.
I'll
And
buy
alongside
one.
the codex, there are a whole bunch of new miniatures. One of the most exciting miniatures on its way is that new truck and that new mech, which are on their
Should we
way.
talk about the mech first?
Let's do the mech
Patrols
first.
are
So, orc mechs, those of you who know
170.
orcs will know, these are the mechanics
that
that basically put
means
together all of the weird and wonderful
it's gonna be
creations that go into battle
$350?
alongside your orcs. They are surprisingly good at science.
Odd boys with the
Yeah.
innate knowledge to just
pre-painted
make
terrain is
awesome
gonna be like
things out of
$300.
Gene-coded, innate, kind of inherited knowledge in terms of how to make things like teleporters and trucks and guns and
I
shooters.
wish I
and-
had those skills.
Yeah, I
I'd be
mean,
much
you know,
more
if you
useful
fly
around the
yourself, I'm
house.
sure you can do it. But yeah, this is a really cool miniature. It has a kind of really thematic. He's got a kind of spanner clobber thing there. He's got his slugger. But the thing that he really does is kind of bring with him all of the awesome machines that make.
We need an
so
updated
fun to
mech.
play in
Yeah.
Warhammer 40,000.
Cool.
So with no further ado, let's talk about the truck then, which is maybe the
Now I
star
gotta
of that
get a
show.
mech.
This is the new Orc truck. It's an evolution of the classic Orc truck.
It's
that you know
very
and love.
dragster
A little
like
bit
the
bigger,
other
a few more
vehicles
options,
in the
and it's
Orcs. They
really
got a lot of
just wonderful to look
dragster-looking
at. It comes with a
vehicles.
variety of options. In terms of weapon mounts,
The
you've got the
wheels are all
big shooter, you've got the
cambered.
rocket launcher, you have options for a grabber claw and a buzzsaw, and all of those can be swapped in positions on the top so that you can build different
That's pretty
configurations.
cool.
So
I
some
like
great
that.
variety as you're
That's
making
a
your truck.
that's a good
Yeah, this
one.
is a phenomenally cool miniature. Like the current truck is really cool, right?
Absolutely.
The truck that is
You
in
know,
current Orc armies.
thank
is a
God
perfectly
they're not
good
making it
vehicle,
too
but
grim
has-
dark.
it's been with it for
Orcs
a long
still
time,
have
right? Like, it's
personality.
been-
This is why I play Orcs
Something
because
like
they're
that,
the
yeah, it's
only
been around
ones
for a
that
while.
still
This is a beautiful
have
reinvention
fun.
of it. The thing that really makes this
And they're
is the
not
fact
too
that you
grim
can build
dark.
it
They
so
don't
many
take
different
themselves
ways.
too
where
serious.
the pintle mount goes, where the close combat weapon goes, how the boys are positioned, what the driver looks like,
Even
what
here
goes
on
on
the screen, you can see the way it looks like it's going around the corner because you can alter the look of the suspension.
Yeah, you can kind of play with where the wheels are, and I think especially if you've gone for a really heavy sort of Evil Sons or Speed Freak style army,
Yeah.
and you want to have a bit of
I don't think
variety in
this
your
chat
force,
is synced
this
up with
one
what they're
kit with
saying.
with no changes at all from what comes in the box can be built enough times that you would never need to replicate what a single truck looks like.
Yeah, so we've got a couple here on the desk. The one I'm most excited by is the one with this awesome-looking skull prow at the front. It just looks so like mean and orky. This sort of whole skull motif for the Orcs is so iconic.
Yeah, I like this
Yeah,
skull
really
one.
fantastic. Now, what we wanted to do, the reason we brought these along, is so I can sandwich this little guy
Get
in
make some
between them
space in the parking
and
lot
just
there.
show you if you've already got some Orc trucks in your collection. How
I got
nice
two- I got two of
Look at all
those.
the models, Adam.
Two Orc
I
trucks.
know, right? So this is how it looks with the
looks
classic
good
truck
compared
in between. It's a
classic.
really good look. I think
Yeah,
people are going to
if
be
you've
very
already
happy.
got some trucks in your army, you can absolutely keep them alongside these new ones. I think there's something to be said for an Orc army. It's got a bit of a ramshackle look.
Actually,
to it.
I think I like it without
you
the
could replace them
skull face.
completely, or if you want to have a mix, that's absolutely fine. But I think the new ones
I
just
like this
bring.
one.
They just look great. They've got so many cool options.
Yeah, I agree.
They're going to look phenomenal.
Nice. So that's a couple of fantastic brand new kits coming for the Orcs. There's more on the way that people might be able to learn about through the progress of the Deathmire.
Yeah,
events.
that's right. So there's lots of Orc stuff still to come. Some of the stuff we're
When-
showing you today, some of it
when
will be revealed
mech
potentially
looked a little
if
boring.
the Orcs do well in the Siege
He's
of
very
Deathmire
similar
campaign
to
that's
the
currently
old
running.
mech.
So if you want to see some more Orcs, play some games, send in your results. And you might get to see some more very, very soon. There are a few other boxes to talk about today, though. We've got the other stuff from Armageddon as well.
Yeah, that's right. So essentially, if you wanted to pick up some of the things from Armageddon or duplicate them, we're going to be releasing
There's
the
the new
Daka rig
mech.
separately, the War Track separately, and the Weird Boy separately, and also the other sort of command stuff. Is that the right
okay.
word
No,
for it?
it's
all?
all right.
So
It's good.
the Banner Knob, the Big Boss, and the Pain Boy will be released in a Command Crew set as well. So there's a whole bunch of extra stuff to come. We should probably talk a bit
So
about
there's
the
the current
codex
mech.
itself, though,
Yes.
right?
And the new
So
mech.
obviously,
Very,
this is the first codex
similar.
of 11th edition, and it
I just
heralds
kinda wanted
something
them
really
operating-
exciting in terms of a format change for Warhammer 40,000 codexes. So here you can see it's contained in a slipcase, and we've got one live in front of you. So it's a perfect bound book, slightly smaller than the codexes in terms of
So the
height,
codexes look different
but it is
this year.
really thick
The
and it's
fucking
packed with
10th edition codex looked exactly like the 9th edition codex, which is was really fucking annoying. I can't on the shelves. I can't often tell them apart.
really
Now
exciting in
the
terms
art
of a format
is on
change
there.
for Warhammer 40,000 codexes. So here you can see it's contained in a slipcase, and we've got one live in front of you. So it's a perfect bound book, slightly smaller than the codexes in
It's a
terms of
paper
the height,
bound?
but it is really thick and is
Paperback?
packed with an incredible amount of
No.
orky content.
178 pages it is.
Perfect. And the first thing that I would like to
No.
just eulogize on is how incredible the lore section for this is. We are talking a really thick lore section, which is everything you would want to know about the Orcs and how they operate. It's got a gatefold map, you can see it here, which is the Orky perspective on the
cool.
galaxy, all the places that the Orcs are fighting, all the different wars that are taking place. But there's a lot more to it than that. It talks about the Orcs, where they come from, how they fight, their culture, the different clan structures. Literally the most complete guide on Orcs you could hope for, and perhaps the most information on Orcs there's ever been in one place. Every unit gets its own full bestiary section, for example. Information on the glyphs, information on like what clan icons and things that like. It's really great. but also some people might be interested in the rules.
Yeah, so one of the big changes to the rules in this codex versus the previous ones was in the last edition, there was quite a lot of rules in your codex, but quite a lot of them you couldn't use in all the different types of games. So
That's crazy.
Some of it you could only use in
Death
Crusade
Storm,
games, for
yeah.
example. All of the rules in this codex, and there are at least as many rules in this one as there were in the last one, you
Yeah.
can use in every type of game. One of the ways that manifests, you'll immediately notice, is the amount of detachments that you get to play with. There are 15 different orc detachments in this codex.
There's loads of ways to use your
Loads of
army,
different ways
right?
to put your army together, ranging from lots of different sizes in terms of detachment points.
15 detachments. Currently, for the orcs, they're trying to make it seem like it's a lot. Currently, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 detachments right now. So y'all are bragging about, what was it, 15? So you only added 3 new ones? What? Okay.
It gives you a huge variety of different ways that you can potentially put an army together. Some of these you could probably guess at the themes there are.
Let's see what some of the new ones are. Madcap Mex is new. Flyboys, that's got me excited. I have a bunch of orc aircraft, but aircraft in this game suck. And Brute Bosses is new. Warband is new. Wait a minute, that's 4 new ones. Are they getting rid of some of these? They got rid of Blitz Brigade. No, it's still there. Bully Boys. The Big Hunt. Dread Mob. Free Buddha Crew. They got rid of Free Buddha Crew. People are saying that's a good one right now. I can't believe this. I gotta play Free Buddha Crew before they get rid of it in 2 weeks. Green Tide is there. Cult of Speed is there. Mordaka. Where's Mordaka? They got rid of Mordaka. Oh my god. Maybe it's called Shooter Boys now. Rolling Death. Do they have Rolling Death? They changed Rolling Death. Oh my god. They're just going to change up the meta quite a bit. Speedwalk. They don't have Speedwalk anymore. They're probably just changing a lot of the names. Runt Swarm. Ugh. No. This is crazy. If you're a player of Warhammer 40,000 tabletop, which I know none of you are, the tabletop meta is going to be different the first 2 weeks of the game launch than the rest of the game, when it's using all kind of the old 10th edition stuff. And I guess until the codex comes out, it's just annoying that your Space Marines and your orcs that you're playing right now aren't going to be the same and are going to be completely changed, and you're going to have units that probably are good go to suck, and sucky units go to good. So you have to rebuy everything again, redo your army list even though you painted these things for months. God damn it.
Like some fast ones, some stompy ones.
Yeah, the Fly Boys gives itself away, doesn't
right,
it?
like so there's some ones you could probably guess at, but there'll be loads of brand new ways that you can put together an orc army that's just never been possible before, and it gives you a sense of what codexes will feel like in the new edition, where they will bring this huge variety of list building opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's more to it than just the
France
detachments.
2-0.
Obviously, the rules have been looked at by the Warhammer rules team, and they've come up with some things. This is the army special rule, essentially, isn't it?
Yeah, so WAR, right? You can't have WAR. You can't have an orc codex without a WAR. The WAR rule has changed a little bit, so there'll be some things that are familiar. There's some slight changes. It still allows you to run and charge, but it now lets you re-roll that run as well. It also lets you have assault on all of your weapons, which is a thing it didn't used to do. So that means that if you've gone for a very shooty army, so like speed freaks, you've got loads of like bikes and buggies and things.
Yeah, like stand back with flash kits.
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
immediately really useful. And it also gives you the riled up ability, which triggers all sorts of things across all the sorts of different bits of the codex where other units will become more powerful, and you still get that
What
invulnerable save as well.
riles
It's a really
up?
great
It's a
rule.
really, really good rule for one turn of the game.
Motherfucker, so it looks like we lost +1 attacks. I guess maybe that is going to go on individually on some of the units.
And you'll have a
now.
great turn every single game.
Yeah, and then all of the units within the codex have had their data sheets
Norway
looked at. So here's the
scored.
truck that we just showed you before, and you can see what's gone on with it. So you can see the different weapon options and things to give you a sense of what it means for your codex, I suppose.
Yeah, so what you'd expect, it still kind of has a similar-ish stat line to what
South
the truck does at
Korea
the
lost
moment.
twice.
It is a kind of medium-sized vehicle.
Damn.
The things that you'll notice are that it has more weapon options than it used to. So you've got options there for different combat weapons, different shooting weapons.
And piling out is quite a nice
Yeah,
thing, isn't
you've got a really cool little mechanic where if an enemy unit gets nearby, something like a unit of fire dragons or eliminators or something is ready to kind of ready to kill your truck, you can pile the boys out, ready to kind of countercharge or to avoid being caught in the explosion or something like that. It's a really useful little rule that's got some quite neat little tactical plays you can do with it. So I think trucks are going to be very useful.
Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
And then in terms of other data sheets been looked at, we
Brazil,
were looking at the Orc boys who
2
really
and
have had
0.
something of a stat line glow up, it's fair to say.
Morocco,
Yeah, there's a
2-0.
lot going on this data sheet, and I think I
We
would
got one
recommend if
loss.
you've got an Orc
Who
army,
did we
take a
lose
screenshot.
to?
Yeah,
Cool stuff
now
there.
is the moment
Turkey,
to
but we didn't.
record
Well,
There's,
we
the
lost
first
the
thing you'll
game.
notice is there's
What?
loads of
But
weapons.
it was our
So one of
second
the
stream.
things
We
we
rested
Oh,
got
yeah,
all
we
our
were
starters.
resting the
Armageddon
starters
box
'cause it
was,
didn't
is that all
matter.
the options
Yeah.
that the Orcs will have in the new edition? It absolutely isn't. You've got loads of different choices.
In fact, more than you've had recently.
More than I think you've ever had for an Orc unit. You've got some classic stuff returning, so you've got a burner back in this
Big
unit
fan
now,
of not having
France
rolled
is
to hit.
undefeated
which is
going
pretty cool.
against
And
Norway,
you've got
so
loads of
that's a
different
good
options
match.
for your boss's weapon.
Yeah, Norway's
and
resting
the thing I
their-
want to
their
draw your
most
attention to
important
is,
starter,
is
though.
almost kind of
So
tucked away right at the bottom of that
France
stat line
is
there
gonna win.
is the strength of a basic Orc boy is now 5, and that is
Such bad news for
that
Space
is an
Marines.
across the codex update to your Orcs. Every single Orc is at least strength 5 all of the time now. So that goes for boys. It also goes for your kind of beast snaggers, and all of the things like your knobs and war busters and everything get a commensurate increase as well. So your already pretty scary Orcs get even scarier all the time.
Okay, so instead of having
Fantastic.
add
I
1 to
think,
the strength of attacks
it just
and
looks like a load of great
strength
information. I'm really
characteristic in the
excited
wall.
about
have a
the
great
codex.
time with
all
it.
the
Yes,
orcs
and
have
have a
just
really
got
good
And
that
it heralds something
flat
really interesting.
across
The last
the
thing
army.
to
That's
talk about
cool.
with the codex is,
But then maybe the
obviously
+1
in the
to
back of
attacks
it,
is
it
different.
includes the code that
depending
you will
on
put into your
the
Warhammer
mod.
40,000 app to unlock
Cool.
and access the rules. It does something else on top of that. This
Cool,
is kind
cool,
of
cool.
like your passport to ongoing content for your Warhammer. Coming down the pipe is Warhammer 40,000 Orcs, and it looks amazing.
Do stick around. We have more Warhammer 40,000 for you later in the preview.
Yes,
as
yeah,
well,
we'll be
so do stick
returning
around.
to the 41st millennium later.
What is
Returning
this?
to the 41st millennium later on in the show. For now, though, we're going to segue into something which is quite interesting. We've talked a lot about ways to get people who are new to Warhammer started with Warhammer 40,000. So let's talk for a little bit about the Warhammer Academy.
What? This is gonna be cringe, isn't it? So they're immediately showing everybody outside in the beautiful nature. None of us Warhammer players go outside. What are they doing?
Wise wizard beneath the mountain, we are in search of enlightenment. Long and difficult has been our journey, and many things are still hidden from us.
Tell me what you seek.
What is the difference between the Black Rage and the Red Thirst?
How do you get decals to lay smoothly on a Space Marine shoulder?
Yeah.
And how exactly do you use command points?
Ah! So you seek to learn the ways of Warhammer.
It's called a rule book. Welcome, Joe. What the fuck? Guided ver that shit better be
So,
free. I
why
swear to
Wizard
God, if
Beneath
you're
the
charging
Mountain?
people to learn
What is
your
the
rules,
Warhammer Academy?
I'm so glad you asked, Eddie. Warhammer Academy is a really exciting thing that we've been working on behind the scenes here at Games Workshop for a while now, and is the perfect way to answer the question, how do I get started with Warhammer? The idea is that people can come to this website, which is free to use, and they can get guided first steps on how to begin.
He said,
question, how do I get started with Warhammer? The idea is that people can come to this website, which is free to use,
Thank
and
God.
they can get
Okay.
guided first steps
All right.
The steps. I'm out of breath.
Never put it past
when the website
Games
launches,
Workshop,
it will
because
focus
a
on
lot
what-
of the YouTube channels are, offering coaching and things like that, and they have you pay them, people that go into the game, like $50 or something, or $100 to be coached by one of the pros or something like that. I was worried that Games Workshop saw that and said, "Wait, what? Y'all do? Okay, we're gonna do that too." It's like, yeah, but you're just proving how shitty how your rules are if you're having to put a course on how to learn your rules, even though you already have the rule book. That just read the fucking rules.
Warhammer 40,000 to coincide alongside all of these new starter products, so that people can experience Warhammer for the
Learn
first
it
time
with your
and
friends.
go through
That's the right way to
learning
do
all
it.
about the universe and what the factions and the armies are, and really going on that same journey that we've all been when we've been able to sit down with somebody who's told us all about what Warhammer is. And then the painting team have put together these amazing videos that start really basic and then go all the way through to some really great techniques that will have your army looking fantastic. And then the gaming side takes it from the assumption you've never played a game of Warhammer before and takes you all the way through to playing your first game.
This
of
is all
Combat
good
Patrol,
stuff,
which
if
we
this is
played
free,
and had a lot of fun with. And so you should be able to have a wonderful experience. If you are completely new to Warhammer, or there's somebody in your life that wants to get started, this is a wonderful thing to point them towards when we launch it, and they'll be able to take their first steps. If you want to sharpen your own skills, we talk about, as we've been working on the Academy, the idea that you can build your skills, your confidence, and your experience to get
Why
the
does it
most
gotta
out of
be
this
called
wonderful
Academy?
Warhammer
Just
hobby that
call
we
it
all enjoy.
tutorials or
And
something.
So the whole
You gotta
purpose
go
of this
to the
Academy, which
Academy.
is free to use, is to just get on board and sharpen those skills and your confidence and have a great time.
Sounds wonderful.
Nice. And the releases alongside those Warhammer 40,000 starter sets that we talked about previously, so not long now, a month or so, and then you'll be able to see Warhammer Academy for yourself.
Sounds great.
Perfect. I'm really excited. Right. Now I'm going to get out of this costume, and while we do, let's travel to the old world.
Okay, so that's what you were talking about. Cathay Chaos. But the Cathay's already there. We already have Cathay. All new Chaos Warriors, okay. So they updated the sculpts. The sculpts have been pretty old, but they still look good. These look good too.
Welcome back. I've returned to normal, and we are now thrilled by some news for Warhammer the Old World. That was a great looking box of miniatures. There's a lot to talk about. We've got some of the models here to get close-ups on in a little while.
The
For
dragon
now,
looks
let's
great,
dive
but
into
what-
that new two-player
It's a new
box
core
for
set?
Warhammer the Old World. This features
Or just a
two
core
armies
set 'cause they
going
didn't
head-to-head.
have
You have the
one.
army of Grand Cathay going up against the Chaos
Cool.
Warriors. So
All right.
within it, you will see in a moment the Cathay force. This is Grand Cathay. They're fairly recent addition
Yeah, they're
to
quite new
Warhammer the
miniatures,
Old
aren't they,
World.
these ones?
And this is an army you'll have already seen before. So you've got the Jade Warriors, you've got the Jade Lancers, units that you'll be familiar with. And they're taking a big part in the sort of ongoing struggles in the Old World at the moment. They've dispatched an enormous force to aid against the Chaos invasion that's taking place. It's a beautiful army. You've seen it before.
So it's cool
The
that
showstopper
the
for this new
Cathay
box
was
is the
made by
wonderful new
Creative
range
Assembly
of
in the
all
Total War
plastic
game.
Warriors of Chaos,
And then
which
the
you'll
tabletop
find in the other half of
took
this
those
box set. So here you can see the Chaos
designs,
Warriors
learned from them,
themselves.
Yeah, this is
iterated
an
on 'em and put 'em
amazing
in the game.
update to your
They've
Warhammer
always
Old
been in
World
the
Warriors
lore,
of Chaos.
but we've never
Warriors
seen
of
the
Chaos,
models
of course, one of the
until
archetypal
Works.
villains, one of the archetypal
Until Creative
visual
Assembly
army.
did.
Absolutely. So the infant in above cavalry. If
Alright,
you'd
skip
expect
to
to see
Right, Chaos.
I
Very
don't play the Old World.
with those, they can,
Though
this-
I really do
It's-
want a
it's
Cathay
cool, but-
army, but I know I'll play it once and then never play it again.
Warhammer the Old World. So if you're this line are woven exactly about that. The list to talk about, Eddie.
You just get a sense of the size of it just from that shot. Where it
Two-headed
was already
dragon.
taller than the three-story building.
Yeah.
Warhammer the
The first I want to Chaos
Correct,
Dragon.
the
That's right.
decades.
Powerful unit in its own right. It can be up to a level 4 wizard. So very exciting. So you can see
You get a case of Warhammer. The look of someone
Wonder
who's
if they
kind
have
of
a
walked out
sponsorship
of the
with
Arctic
Secret
North.
Lab. I guess they
of
do
the
because
Warhammer
Secret
world,
Lab has
so that they,
about to
Warhammer
run
sponsored
course of your
chairs.
game,
That's
teams or combat patrol. So Milk can start to come in and try and stave off this invasion, and it's a grim affair. Magic is being fired around everywhere.
leading up to a big war. Some would say a great war.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I like that. That was a good deep cut if you know your Warhammer history. So, slight segue. It's not quite the old world, but it's very similar. Let's talk about Blood Bowl for a minute.
Blood Bowl!
Blood Bowl is the game of fantasy football.
Yay.
And there is some really exciting things to show with the
Yeah.
release of the new
What do you got?
Spike Journal. This is Spike Journal 22.
Cool.
Blood Bowl 7s is the theme. What's Blood Bowl 7s? I hear
Blood
you
Bowl
ask.
7s.
Well, I'm glad
Blood Bowl
you did.
7s, Adam.
There you
Back.
go. Perfect.
This is the
Blood
one of
Bowl
the better
7s
ways to
is
play it, 'cause these are like hour
a way of
games.
playing Blood Bowl,
A lot
which
faster
is
games
akin
than
to
the
like
full
rugby
one.
7s or five-a-side
bringing
football.
7s
So
back,
you're
new rules,
compacting
maybe?
your team. You're playing faster games on a smaller pitch.
Yeah, that's
it's
cool.
very frenetic. It really changes quite a lot of the tactics and the ways that you would play, and makes for a entirely different and very fun experience. You get 4 of your positionals in this game.
But yeah,
But
y'all
I'm
already
even more
released
excited for
7,
what we're
so
about
wait a minute.
available for several teams. This is the Blood Bowl miniatures. The first of which is a new big one available for several teams. This is the Rat Ogre.
I love this model. I think the thing that I most love about it is if you look on his shoulder, he has a little rat with a piece of cheese and a flag on his tail.
That is beautiful, but is it better or as good as a rat wearing a gas mask and carrying a lump of warp stone?
It's very close, and I think you'll have to make that decision for yourself when you
Tie-break.
get hold of your own rat ogre. I
you
think the cheese
could
takes
build
it.
your Rat Ogre without either of those rats, but boo.
I mean, you could if you wanted to
Like-
not have a rat on his shoulder. You guess you could do without.
The
but
funny thing is,
does anyone want that?
This is also a great model, but if you're not taking one of the rats, I think you've gone mad. This is available for a number of teams. Obviously, you can use it in the Skaven team, but also the Underworld Denizens and the Chaos Renegade teams. If you want some real muscle to go in there and just clobber the enemy, break the enemy line, so that your team can run through.
You've got
and
some
score.
mutation.
Well, aren't they
options
the
in there as
best
well.
team in
Absolutely.
the fucking World Cup right now?
Top 2.
3-1,
This is another one of those iconic, heavy-hitting Blood Bowl units.
Minotaur,
Those are
okay,
Chaos
updated
Dwarf,
Minotaurs,
Blitzer,
that's
Fierce,
good.
Or even who might do even better.
about not just for this Blood Bowl, it is my favourite thing about Blood Bowl.
A new
I
Morgan
absolutely love him.
Thor.
He's been an iconic character
Yeah, he
from,
needed
like,
an
right from the
update.
start.
That's cool.
Wonderful one. Well, here is another version. This is him in his gouged eye.
That's his original look. And then they've
there
got
is
a
a
new
new
look. That's cool.
Bertie
Before he
Orc. That was his
gouges
first.
eye.
Around his neck.
Tell you, he is my halflings to almost glory
Almost
a number
glory,
of times.
yeah.
I love him. He's so good. And he costs a load of points. So halflings are really cheap. So you
Can he
stack
throw
a load of-
halflings?
He can throw a halfling. Let's look at the models. Okay.
I gave
so
you all the Morgs.
There we go. These are the beautiful heavy metal painted Morg models, and here you can see what they look like. So going sort of from this side onwards, this is Morg. Were you to build him in that sort of gouged eye look? And
Customizable. That's cool. Next, Plastic Custodes. This is Henry
Major
Cavill's
Fox.
favorite faction. Cavill. Travel. But this is Horus Heresy, which is the prequel game. So you can't even play this in 40K, unfortunately. That's a new Telemon. You can play the Telemon, I think, in 40K. Or wait, they're going to be available.
Welcome
on both?
back. We have really excited to talk now about the Adeptus Custodes or Legio Custodes.
Well,
Which one is it?
They
It is
had both
Adam,
logos, so
because
I
the
can
new
play 'em
box
in
set that's
both
on its
now.
way is a reinforcement
shit.
set for the Custodes, and you
Oh,
can
shit, I
use
got
it
both
for either
logos. You can use
Warhammer
them in
Horus
40K.
Heresy or
Uh-oh.
Warhammer 40,000. And just in case
Might
you
have
didn't
to
believe
play
us,
my
we
Golden
put the logos
Boys.
on the box.
It couldn't
so
be clearer,
there's
could it?
no confusion. You can absolutely use this for either game system. There are
Okay.
6 models in this box, which doesn't sound like a lot, but
Until
when
you realise how big they
until
are.
you look at the models, which are huge and awesome. So let's start with the fastest unit in that box.
Yeah, these are the Gerfalcon jet bikes, an iconic unit from the Legio Custodes force. They are fast-moving, hard-hitting, heavily armed and armoured units, which are designed to storm in and break the back of enemy forces. Each custodian is armed like to the teeth. There's loads of things to talk about here. The first thing would be to mention that there's different guns that come on these models. Essentially, you have a choice of the Adrathic Devastator, Arachnus Volley
These
gun.
are cool. These are cool, but you have to freehand that on there. That's pretty
Twin
tough.
Corvée pulse laser.
Hopefully
That's the
there's, like, a
over and under one. You can see
transfer
it looks a
that
bit
you
like an
can
over
put
and under
on there.
shotgun. And then
I really need some help to kill monsters or infantry or something. So you can kit these out with almost a gun for almost any occasion, right?
Absolutely.
You can have different guns across the unit, or you can actually go, I just want them all to be really good at killing vehicles, give them the best thing for killing the specific vehicle, I think. Is
Especially
in the Baba
the set, which is a brilliant. Only
stuff is for men or infantry, are very good at holding ground, but not very good at kind of chasing stuff down.
yeah, and this is another one of those
plastic kit, a reinvention of the resin version, the already very nice resin version of the Telemon Dreadnought, but in glorious multi-part plastic, keeping all the posability with even more detail and even more weapon options.
Yeah, speaking of weapon options, I'll walk you through them. Between its shoulder blades, you can see
way better than the resin. Wow, that looks fucking cool.
With last summer's release, lots of people may have got their hands on a Saturnine Dreadnought, and here you can see there's some similarity between these two in terms of the shape of the shoulder pads and things. The Telemon is a little taller. The Saturnine is a little bit broader.
Yeah, absolutely. So this one definitely is got more mass to it, like the weight of.
All of these models that we've talked about, so the Gerfalcon jet as part of this box set, and then available separately later down the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can use
one of the new detachments for the Custodes in Warhammer 40,000 has some specific upgrades for Telemon Dreadnoughts as well. So there is.
Great, nice. So that's not everything for the Age of Darkness. We also have a new Journal Tactica on the way. This is Journal Tactica Prospero Burns, the Judgment of Valdor, and this deals with the actions of Constantine Valdor and the Legio Custodes during the burning of Prospero, when they joined forces with the Space Wolves to bring judgment to Magnus and his errant sons.
Yeah, we know quite a lot about the burning of Prospero. We've seen it from the Thousand Suns perspective. We've seen it from the Space Wolves perspective. We know that the Custodes were... Yeah, so one of the things in a Custodes army, obviously, is you haven't got a lot of units, because these, with even more, ever so slightly larger than the red...
Presiding over the ruin of the Thousand Suns.
Or Salvation. Creating those amazing stories is what it's all about.
So, sticking with the Age of Darkness, but going a bit smaller as we look at some Legions Imperialis.
Or possibly bigger.
But yes, bigger and smaller at the same time. We have 3 models we're going to talk about now. These are
Legions
models
Imperialis.
Titan Legions.
This is a good game.
This is the Warlord Battle Titan with Quake Cannon and Conversion Beam Extirpator. To extirpate means to destroy utterly. And that is what the weapon loadout,
cool.
all the names, such as kit, which
just some different weapons.
You have 2 Warlord heads inside the kit.
Damn,
nice.
those
If you
guns
just
look fucking crazy.
Blast, which you can see playing out on your screen. They include the Grab Gatling Blast cards I mentioned.
I want the big cathedral guy. If they announced the cathedral guy,
and Volcans Bolter this evening.
Very famous. I forget what he's called.
Absolutely.
There we go. I need to take a breather. Now might be the time to talk a little bit about something coming to Warhammer Plus very soon. There is a new animation. Look at the Butcher's Nails.
So these are the Warhammer TV shows right now. They're mostly animated stuff. But they try to make, you know, the Warhammer app purchase worth it, because they'll give you like these cartoons. This looks pretty sweet, actually. The Butcher's Nails. August.
That looks a bit good, Eddie. What can you tell us about Butcher's Nails?
Yeah, this is a new animation coming to Warhammer TV for Warhammer Plus subscribers. It is a one-off standalone episode, so it's a Hammer and Bolter episode of Warhammer 40,000. And effectively, it tells the story of a Khorne Berserker who is part of a Chaos assault on an Imperial stronghold. As you would imagine for a World Eater story, it is incredibly violent. It is by
this is the one that I want them. I'm waiting for them to bring
piece
this
of Warhammer
one
animation we have yet
in,
featured on Warhammer
Legions
TV, and
this
it is
the
pretty much
iconic
non-stop carnage from the moment that the shots open to the final battles.
Fantastic. Here you can see a shot that we
It's got
saw,
a
something like this in the
cathedral on
trailer.
its
This looks like the
fucking
head-up
shoulders.
display inside the helmet of the World Eater.
Yeah, so not all of it, but some of the animation is shown from the literal perspective of the World Eater, who is
The
obviously a little bit
Imperator.
unhinged. The Butcher's Nails are starting to bite. If he doesn't get continuous kills and carnage, he starts to go kind of...
Okay, this is where we came in. Ogre Maul tribes. All right. Let's get
combat
into this. Catch up.
Loads of things going on the back. Sort of, he's got these animal horns and things, so they look like they're carrying trophies and things all around. Just really great. An impressive model in his own right. It's an incredible looking kit.
Yeah.
I think the
you get a
miniatures
sense
team
of
have.
the size of him because that's a human, right? That he's holding on the butcher.
Yeah, no
there,
kidding.
So,
He's got half a person.
yeah, got half a person there.
That's pretty gross. So anyway, these have disturbed me for long enough. I'm really excited to see them come out. I think they're going to make quite a wave within the Mortal Realms. We are still not done yet. There is still more awesome stuff to talk about in this big summer preview. Next, we're going down to the Underhive.
So apparently a new version of Necromunda has been rumored. I wonder if this is that. I have some Necromunda. Me and Jay were waiting to play to see if they announced a new game. I'm not rebuying my models because I literally just bought and had these models painted. New core set. The board looks kind of pathetic compared to the the boards that you're supposed to use. That looks awful. You need walls and like little cities.
Welcome
kind of
back
stuff.
and welcome to the Underhive
just
with a
little
new
pipes and
edition
stuff.
of Necromunda
It's a new
Skirmish.
edition?
This is very exciting. I'm a big
Skirmish.
fan of Necromunda. I've played it since I was a
What does that
16-year-old
mean?
boy, and it's great to see a new edition come. This is essentially an edition reset for Necromunda.
What?
And this core set here that you can see here, this 2-player battle box, is the perfect way to get into it. If you're an existing Necromunda player, we'll talk about some of the other ways too. Here you can see it on the screen. It pitches the Orlok. Sorry, crikey, you can see me going to my
What
favourite
edition is
gang
this?
just automatically. It pitches the Goliaths against the Escher in a classic house matchup. Let's have a look at some of the kits that come with it. We've got a box here which we can use as a prop, but we've got some great images to show on the screen. It contains 2 gangs within the box. The first of which are these. They're the Blades of the Matriarch. This is all new models. We've not released these ones before, and there's some fantastic options in there. At the back, for example, you can see a Huntress with auto pistols and multi-harness. On the right-hand side, you've got one which is a Blade Maiden with a shock whip. You've got the Chem Witch who's got the auto chem. It's like crazy looking.
The thing that I was worried about is they released all these new models with new weapons, and now I can't use my old girls
gang
because they don't have those weapons modeled on the model.
It gives you even more options.
It's going to be annoying. This one has the auto
pistol.
pistol.
A perfect starting
This
point
one
for
has
Gang.
the
It's
shotgun.
right. You could
This
never
one
have
has
played,
the whip.
a game of
They
Necromunda
do this,
that
so you have
used
to
be a
rebuy
wonderful
everything.
They go head to head with
Fuck.
the Goliaths. These are the Forge Smelters.
Maybe I have some of
Goliaths,
those
house
weapons. I don't
chains
know. I'm
known
have
for
to
their
look
sort
at
of
my bits
industrial
box.
power. And all of these, you've got Ever Goliath. Wonderful way to kick off Necromunda if you've just never playing. So you have Ever Goliath. I really like the ignition cannon. That's on the left-hand side. 2 fantastic gangs. You also find inside the box absolutely everything
the
you
rule
need to get
book.
started
I wonder
playing.
what they've
So you have your
changed.
gaming mat,
If it's a
measurers,
superficial change like Blood Bowl has been,
dice, the templates,
then
all the
may
cards and
not-
bits and pieces. You have a
may
full
not be
rule book.
worth it.
You also have some terrain to position
What's
your
that?
gang behind to
Core
start
card
playing
pack.
your
I like
games.
cards.
Essentially, this is a wonderful way to kick off Necromunda if you've just never played
terrain
before and
looks
kickstart
bad.
you into the
This-
new
what-
edition.
You gotta put more.
So here you can see like a close-up on some of those other things as well. There's really
I've been waiting for them to do better art in the Necromunda rule books because they're always like really plain and white, and they're just continuing that. Like, why do they do this? Now's the opportunity to really go hard on these and really make them pieces of art like you do for 40K. I guess I just don't care. These are specialist games.
a lot to enjoy here in
yes.
these
Ah.
gangs. And if you look at the back of the box,
Templates,
you can
though.
see it all sort of
We
laid
fucking
out.
love templates.
Sort of
We
panning
don't
around,
use templates
just
anymore in the main
full to the
game
brim
because
of great
people argue
Necromunda
with each
stuff.
other, I guess.
There's
and
more to come in this new
But I
edition
like
than just
templates.
this. It's worth saying that Necromunda, the thing that makes it so exciting is this continuous war between the great gang houses. So there are 6 gang houses that you might be familiar with if you know Necromunda well, and you can see them all displayed here. These are Underhive crew boxes. These contain models that you might already know if you are familiar with Necromunda, presented in a
Okay.
brilliant format.
So they're
Mentioned,
using
a big
some of
fan
the old
Necromunda.
models, so
About
obviously we can
loads
still
of
use
Necromunda
them.
stuff, and you.
But I need to
Obviously,
know
this
how
box
you
contains
change the
everything.
rules.
If you just wanted the Necromunda rulebook, say you've got loads of Necromunda stuff and you don't want to buy a new the core box for some
Yes.
mad reason,
Okay.
then you can just buy the Necromunda rulebook. This is a
Good.
large hardback book. It's just packed with lore and rules and all the good things that you would want to know about Necromunda. And it's been revised. They've made updates to the rules to sort of streamline things. Every role feels like it really matters. Games are very exciting. I'm really excited to sink my teeth into it. if you've got an existing gang and you want to know where you find the rules for that, there's 2 more publications coming along for you. These are Gangs of the Underhive, which deal with those 6 gang houses we talked about before, along with various hangers-on and hired guns.
You gotta read
And
by
you've
the
got Gangs
books.
of the Outland, which deals with those gangs.
But they've compiled them into just 2 books now. That's good.
Operate outside of the normal sphere, things like the Ironhead Prospectors or the Ashwaste Nomads. And you'll find their rules along with the various hangers-on in those books. So essentially, pick up the core rule book, pick up the Gangs of the book that you need, and you are good to go with Necromunda Skirmish. There's still more. Really useful to have on the side of the table. You've got the core gang tactics cards. I find having like physical things really useful, but when I'm playing Necromunda, it's a very tactile game. And you've also got the scenario cards, which help organize your campaign.
Doesn't look like a new edition, though. They
really
have
nicely.
these in the old edition, too, I think.
Also, if you want to like enhance your battlefield, get your game going, there's an enormous range of fantastic Necromunda scenery and terrain. Pipes, you'll find pipes.
You can walkways and you can.
They haven't even really talked about the rules at all.
If you've never played Necromunda before, this really is a perfect jumping on point. Necromunda is a really exciting game. Ask any Necromunda fan, and they will like enthuse about it. How great it is. And if you are an existing Necromunda fan and you're looking for new challenges, this is really great because the rules have been tweaked and streamlined, and there's going to be new secrets to unlock. And it's going to be a good time to be fighting battles in the Underhive. The narrative that's been unfolding for the past few years, the Aranthian succession, is kind of done with, and I'm really excited to see where the team responsible for Necromunda take it in this.
Honestly, it sounds like a
era.
0.5 edition, maybe even a 0.25 edition.
I'm a 40,000 kill team with this.
A live action trailer? What? They don't do these. This might be one of the first. Oh, unless it's like a
years of searching,
unless like it's like a
closing
commercial
in
thing where it's just a player looking at the model.
something unseen for decades.
Is that a Catachan devil? Catachan. He's Australian. Oh shit! Exodites! Yeah, boy! Eldar riding dinosaurs are coming! Fuck yeah! Dude, I've always wanted to see the Exodites. Let's go! The Exodites are here. But it's for Kill Team. What? Nah, man. Let's use it. Bring them in a 40K. Let's go. Nice.
Jesus!
Thank you so much, Angel.
Warhammer bingo card.
Is that OJ's faction? OJ's faction is the Necrons.
Really, right?
This is awesome.
And Joe, right now the Necrons are completely broken. All of the rules are so fucking strong, and people are regenning like crazy. They're the most powerful faction right now.
Obviously, every time we have a new Kill Team box set, it's very exciting.
I built you a
this
fucked
one,
up
I think, will be
one
particularly
that
interesting.
did-
Not
I
just
didn't know
fans
how
of Kill
to.
Team, but for fans of Warhammer 40,000. Exodites are one of those last untapped, awesome bits of Warhammer 40,000 lore. Whenever we get to kind of unveil a cool new corner of the Millennium, it's
But
always
there's
very
only
exciting. I
3
think
of
Exodites
them.
absolutely fall into that little corner.
Or is that?
If you don't know what an Exodite is, very.
Oh,
briefly,
this
one's doing a thing. He's pulling rope.
I don't think that's what he's pulling.
Thank you.
What else is he
Saving
doing?
a lot of
Come
money
on.
and frustration on back games over the
Gravity,
years. Thank you very much,
the
Private.
Exodites are like, no,
thank
thank
you,
you
Private
very
Black
much.
Star,
And
very
left
much for
main
supporting
society,
us for
they
so
settled
long,
in
my
places
friend.
Far flung from the mainstay of Eldar society called Maiden Worlds.
Beautiful.
Oh,
jungle
Joe likes
planets full of,
dinosaurs, so
rich
gotcha.
flora
Yeah,
and fauna.
yeah, maybe Joe
and
might
full
like
of
this
all sorts of
faction.
weird,
It's
wonderful
riding
creatures.
dinosaurs.
And then when Eldar society,
Right now, all we're seeing
was
is these little raptor dudes. I hope they've got like fucking stegosauruses with lasers on their backs and fucking Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
destroyed.
There was a
in the fall. The Exodites were one of the
Wasn't there
few
like
remaining
a
bits that were left.
cartoon
Now
series
in the
of
45th
dinosaurs?
millennium, they have these pockets of idyllic beautifulness across Warhammer 40,000. Obviously, this being Warhammer 40,000, if you've got something lovely, everyone wants to knock it over and invade
There's
it.
probably a war coming.
There's always a war coming.
Nice.
So whenever their
Dino
planets are invaded, they
Riders, I
have to
think it
defend
was
them with whatever
called.
tools they can find available. And the closest thing available is giant reptilian beasts that they can ride
Like
into
this,
battle.
yeah.
Should we have a look at
and
the
crush
model?
their foes with.
So here we go. These are the Exodite Dragon Masters. Eddie, this is a very unusual kill team, right?
Yeah, so this is a kill team first and foremost. It is really kind of weird, but really fun, unusual kill team. It is effectively 3 models and 2 little
This
hangers
just
on.
feels
so
like a
it's
40K
immediately
unit that
very,
they just
very
stuck
elite.
into kill team.
In terms of how it
So
plays
that,
in
you
kill
know,
team,
to
it
give
plays
people hype.
in a really interesting and unique and unusual way.
But people are just
All of
gonna
your
buy
units
it for
have
the 40K
APL
use.
4, which is wild.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
in Kill
can't play it
Team,
in
so you can do
40K
all sorts of
yet
cool
until I
maneuvers.
guess the Eldar
They are very,
Codex
very
comes
fast, as
out.
you would imagine, faster than almost anything else in Kill Team. They can leap up across bits of terrain, so if you think that your sniper at the back of the battlefield is nice and safe, perched on
Maybe
his
not.
ruin, think again, because a giant reptilian with an Eldari warrior on the back is racing towards you, ready to chop your head off. You have 3 very different kinds of characters in there. Effectively, you've got a warrior archetype, a mage archetype, and a sniper archetype, and they all do very different things for your Kill Team.
Yeah, so here on the screen you can see the 3 different ones laid out. Essentially, you have the Clan Blade, which is the close combat one. You have the Ley Stalker, which is the one with the sniper rifle, and then you have the Stone Singer, which is the Exodite who focuses on using psychic powers. And then they also have these little beasts that run around with them, and those are called Dracolites.
Yeah, and they look familiar to, if you know kind of how Eldar Craftworld work. There's a little bit of the Autarch to this one. There's a little bit of the Farseer to this one. There's a little bit of the kind of Ranger. So they have a kind of common ancestry with the Eldar of the Craft Worlds, but they have gone off in a slightly different sort of cultural direction. And the biggest difference really is that they ride on the back of these cool reptiles. But a really fun Kill Team, a very different Kill Team, and I think probably going to be a very popular Kill Team as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not the only thing you get in this box. You've also got a bunch of Orcs in here. The way that the Orcs work in this Kill Team is a little bit like the Red Terror set that we had recently, where they are effectively non-player operatives, and you can play a bunch of different games against these, either as a one-player or a two-player series. There's a campaign in the box which tells the story of an Orc war which has landed on this planet. The Orcs, who are beast snaggers, basically find a world full of monsters. And they're like, this is a paradise. Look at all these giant beasts we can hunt. The Eldar are obviously much less keen on that than the Orcs, and they have to try and drive off the Orcs so you can play through this campaign. Also, of course, all the stuff in this box you can also use in Warhammer 40,000 as well.
Yeah, just to give a shout out.
Wait,
to that
what
Kill
the
Team
fuck? How the fuck is that balanced? There's no way that's balanced. There's too many Orc models here and not enough Exodite models. So maybe what they're doing is this is like, because, you know, the Kill Team has like a single player mode now that you could play against, yeah, there it is, NPOs. So this is, you play against the game, and then here's the Kill Team, and then you play against the game. But if you already have all these models, which I do, then that's like a big waste. But that's how Games Workshop likes to do. You know, it's, you know, pack in sprues you don't need. So I guess you can resell them on eBay just to get these 3. And I'm sure Eldar fans are probably going to buy 2 or 3 of these so that they can have 2 or 3 of these units. But they're not going to be able to use it in 40K until the codec or until their data sheets come out. Now, they might make a free datasheet update so you can use them right away, or they might make you wait all the way till the Eldar Codex.
I got to have Eldar, how to set up
edition.
make your battlefield to look like a maiden world. It's a wonderful book. They've done an amazing job sort of bringing this to life.
Yeah. We're saying one of the other ways that you can build up the Kill Team that you get in this set is as another unit, which is called the Dragon Knights. These are the archetypal, I suppose, the closest thing we've got to the classic version of an Exodite. Very reminiscent of some of the very cool Warhammer 40,000 art from some of the early editions. This is effectively a fast cavalry unit of Exodites riding on those huge reptilian beasts. And they work a little bit in game, I suppose, like your Shining Spears, where they could charge in. They actually have laser lances, which is the same weapon that Shining Spears have. So they punch pretty hard, but as well as the
they got rid of the Shining Spears.
Reptile beast helping you fight, right?
Absolutely. So they hit really hard.
But they took them off the website.
They're not super durable, but they're a little bit more durable than some of the other kind of combat units you might find in an Eldari army. So they're going to be quite a useful little unit. I think you will see them dotted around various Warhammer box. Each one is effectively an individual character in your Eldari army. So you've got the kind of lone op sniper, you've got your fast-moving hero, you've got a kind of buff support piece. So effectively,
oh no, I'm talking about something else. Shining Spears are still available. I was talking about these floating
Eldari armies. So it's a really flexible little
resin
clump of stuff
Eldar with
jetpacks. Eldari force.
Yeah, so Kill Team Exodite contains 3 Exodites and the 2 Dracolites.
Okay, it's just the dinosaur version of Shining
separately,
Spears.
down the line. So if you wanted to put loads into your
I'd rather have a
armies,
dinosaur
that's completely legit.
than a jet bike.
There are loads of reasons that an Eldari force might might have
maybe I was
Exodites in
like-
it as well. When you look
maybe
at the
the
history of the
Shadows
Eldari,
thing.
the Craftworld Biel-Tan is so affronted at the state of the Maiden Worlds that they aggressively defend Maiden Worlds from any interference. Obviously, Alitok is known for the Rangers who travel around,
This is the
protecting the last true.
absolutely
Force might have
character in
Force might have Exodites in it as well. When you look at the history, completely legit. There are these and the two.
your Eldari force.
Yeah.
Eldari army. This one kill team provides you with 4 different data sheets for Warhammer 40,000 Eldari armies. So it's a really flexible little.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, so they do have the data sheets inside the box, and then you can use them in 40K right away. Rion DK, thank you, 18 months.
Stuff that you can add into your Eldari force.
Yeah, so Kill Team Exodite contains 3 Exodites and the 2 Dracolites. Obviously, these models will be available separately down the line, so if you wanted to put loads into your army, that's completely legit. There are loads of reasons that an Eldari force might have Exodites in it as well. When you look at the history of the Eldari, the Craftworld Biel-Tan...
That's a shame. It doesn't look like the Exodites are going to be a full faction or an army. It's just like a sub-faction of the Eldar. So the Eldar pirates, the Corsairs, and the clown ones, the Harlequins, the Yanari, the Dark Elves. So that's a bummer. Maybe they can expand it in the future, but that's not going to be one of the new armies. So I'm predicting that the new armies for 11th edition will probably be the Dark Mechanicum, and then one of the Trader Marine factions, like.
So affronted at the state of the Maiden Worlds that they aggressively defend Maiden Worlds from any interference. Obviously, Alitok is known for the Rangers who travel around the webway and they visit all the Maiden Worlds on a regular basis.
It's one of the main reasons the Eldari come into conflict with other races, right? They don't seek it out particularly.
Oh, nice,
one of the things that they
Norris.
have
I
is this
didn't
sort
know
of
that. You're a
cultural association
vocalist?
with these
That's
planets.
crazy,
Whenever
dude.
anyone invades, it's
Do you
almost
like
it's
that to
sacrilegious,
train
right?
your
It's
voice?
Protecting the last.
I don't know how they do it for
yeah.
hours.
This is almost always where the Eldari will get involved in a fight
That's
somewhere.
cool.
Is that the craft worlds can fly off, but planets
metal
can't really. So when the
vocalist.
Imperium shows up and decides to build a Forge world on your wonderful Paradise world, you have to kind of go and kick them off.
Yeah, absolutely. It's worth having a little look at the models, I think, to pose, and then you can get a sense of the scale of these things when you bring the Exodite up alongside. They're lithe. The beasts look really muscular, but they're still an impressive size model, and I think they're going to be quite popular with people who want.
I think Knights is. I'd be amazed if we don't see a few of those at Golden Demons and things. He's got that beautiful back banner, obviously, which is lending itself to kind of whatever showing off painting scheme you'd like to have a go at. The reptiles they're riding themselves, you could paint in almost any color you can imagine, right? The heavy metal team here has gone for some really cool, vivid color schemes. I can't wait to see them on the battlefield. I think
Delighted on the tabletop in this way before. This is the first time we've ever seen Exodites in plastic, and kind of the first time really we've seen them properly.
I think there was like one little shred of cloth
a little,
on one of the Corsairs.
maybe
a
an
bit of
old
scaling.
little metal one for Epic.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Back in the day, and other than that, they've existed in the stories and in some scattered pieces of artwork. So what a happy time! We're very excited, and also the love and passion that spilled out of the Warhammer studio as they told us about them was just infectious. So hopefully you're as excited about these as we are, because they're very exciting. What else is there to say? We have come to the end of our.
That was a lot of stuff.
If you are still with us and enjoying the Warhammer preview, it's
Okay.
been lovely to have you with us.
Cool. Lots of stuff to look forward to there. All right, let's see what we got. What do we want to play? What do we want to play, guys? You want to play some Marathon?
Did you see it's the low? It's the first time it's ever hit 4-digit player count in a peak.
What do you? Let me look.
It had never been that low before. It always been 5 digits.
I uninstalled it.
No, 4 digits? During the peak. Okay, yeah, 9,000. Yeah, so here's 10,000. Then it went to 9,000, 9,500. So now we're below. Yeah. Zero, you give up? Did you give up, Zero?
He's playing Rivals.
Motherfucker. Well, have we ever played Rivals with Zeros? I don't think so.
I think he refuses to play with us.
We're gonna bring him down.
Why? We're the best.
Zero's afraid that if he spends too much time with OJ, he's gonna fall in love again.
That's what I was thinking. He's smiling right now, I bet.
Mhm.
He's got the biggest, cheesiest smile. No.
'Cause you
No, not at all.
You don't hear you.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
Yeah, they're doing some crazy booty stuff right now in Rivals.
What does that mean?
Oh, I know. I got it. So you want to see my booties? I got the white queen. I got her swimsuit outfit. Ooh, baby, she got the booty. All right. Yeah, I guess between Marathon and Marvel Rivals, y'all would rather play Marvel Rivals?
Yes. Either not marathon. Rivals, the Chameleon game. What else we got? Anything else? We already did a lot of that one. DVD.
Yeah, DVD is good. All right, let's play some Marvel Rivals. Let's try to get
Okay.
some of our people to play with us.
Zero, get in here. I guess we go to comms.
Mm-hmm. All these motherfuckers are already playing Marvel Rivals on there. Splinter
Yep.
Cellius, Halo Technology. Everybody plays Marvel Rivals.
It's fun.
For some reason, they're at the character select screen, just staring. Sinners.
People will be playing Widow. Why?
Have you not seen the new Widow skin?
No.
That's what I was saying. Booty stuff.
Oh, there's even more booty. 'Cause I got the booty. What's up there?
How's it going?
Can't afford the skins? You get so much free currency in this game. How?
Just constant free currency, constant mini games.
Not playing enough.
What the? I want to go to the beach. Stop it. Look at my
Why, you
skin,
just
chat.
get the free
Blood
currency.
down! Bang! Boom! Bodacious! Big, bodacious, booyayas, and booty. Feast your eyes on these bad boys, as Joe would say. Feast your eyes on these bad boys. You ain't seen better. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Cause Emma Frost has the best booty in the game. Ain't no better booty than Emma Frost.
Have you seen Venom?
Let's see this one that you're talking about.
Yeah,
Black
yeah,
Widow.
Alex makes a good point.
Venom? Okay.
Venom got that cake.
Damn, what the fuck? Black? What? Red and black and her hair is all fucked. I might have to play Black Widow. No, I played her. I sucked so bad. Red and black. See, she got a tiny booty. Nah. That's a flat booty.
Hey, somebody wants. Some people want like a little
No.
cute and snooty booty.
Right, I know. Not me. I need
Cute
a
and
big,
snooty booty?
large,
Is that what you
and
just
in
said?
charge. Snooty booty.
What the
He
fuck's
did.
wrong with you
He
kids?
did. He said it. He said it.
Go fishing. Epic.
I play this game for the story. It's what sells. It most certainly does. All right, are any of the ladies playing fucking Marble Rival? Any ladies playing Marble Rival, or do we send out the rest of the invites to the boys in the Angry Army? You wish you ain't playing? You leaving to work?
It's like, is there any ladies to play? Or is it just me a sausage fest?
We got ladies. Sweet old Leander plays. Yeah, I got room. We got 2 slots.
You recovered, sweet?
Halo is on. He's in a team.
Oh yeah, Scarlett, how did your I think you participated in a tournament before. How did that go? I forget to ask.
Hey, non-toxic. 3 stream streaker running across the screen. Wait, what? What just happened? Why is it not working? 10th place.
Out of how many teams? out of 10 teams, we got 10th place. Oh, out of 3,500. Okay, that's actually pretty good.
Wow. Could somebody pull sweet old Leander up?
Yep.
Oh, you could just drag and drop them. Okay, that's a lot easier. Hello.
Are you playing Halo? We haven't played with you in a while. Are you playing Marble Rival?
He's just in the lobby.
I do
He's at
see
the,
him.
he's
I
just
could pull
looking
him
over the
up.
characters.
Okay, I'll pull you up.
But yeah, I'm well enough to play.
That's nice.
Yar actually wasn't there too long. In and out in like 3 hours.
Wow.
Very fast. Very nice.
I like how you could customize her. So if we go over to here, you're loading up the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If we want to customize, I like when you can customize some of these outfits. So let's see. We go to Emma Frost. We can give her a hat. We can give her different colors now. All of these games should do that. It shouldn't just be one skin that you can't do shit with. I like the fact that you can then go cosmetics and then you can go customize. I could go black and gold, black and yellow, black and yellow. I could go pink.
Yeah, but think of how much like money that they make just from like those type of skins. Well, in this game in particular.
I can give her a hat.
Her accessories are cute.
Heart glasses. I could change her jewelry. And see, these things sell across men and women. Because you just heard sweet old Leanna. See, that's cute. They will buy something that's cute. So I want that. I want this one. 300. I have 1,000, so I can get it. I'm just stingy with my points. Let's try her hat for a while.
I got the game up.
All right, let's go.
Socks? You want her to wear socks at the beach? You think she's German?
What? Is that a German thing?
Socks with sandals, yeah, man.
The right heroes could make all the difference. The higher the pressure, the more dazzling the diamond.
Oh, I don't hear Halo.
No, I can't.
Oh, what's he talking?
Oh,
Oh,
Halo's
okay, I
the
was
new
gonna say.
Flippy. auto lock and fucking Wolverine. Pick your characters.
I just love playing him. One time was somebody
you
was
tanking?
me in the game.
Yeah, I can tank.
Guaranteed victory. 0
Yeah, if there's 2
not
tanks,
say that.
then Wolverine does help. If there's 1 tank, then we might need more damage. So we'll see. I mean, sometimes it works with just one, depending on how good you are.
Stay strong.
But don't.
I like being Cyclops.
But
OJ.
don't.
Are you a superhero?
Let's see. Who's gonna need protecting?
Me.
Let you show me.
I need the most protecting.
Chad, where you looking right now? You looking at Wolverine's butt?
The battle starts in 5.
What color is the ribbon on
3,
her hat?
2, 1.
I have to admit, her hat is so stupid cute. It's literally making me want to go out and buy a cute little summer hat.
I accidentally pressed that button. My mouse is still on impulse settings. It don't want to come out.
Impulse settings.
Impulse.
Oh, watch out. Oh, the game. Impulse. Yep.
Locked up.
Kill them.
Oh, wow.
Barreled right
freezing
through
him.
it.
5-0. Fucking rogue. What the fuck?
Double KO.
Uh-oh.
And now there's hellfire to
Well, she could just
pay.
get damage on either of us and then just have kill participation in it.
I'll fight this war against crime until I fall.
They've made it halfway.
Son of a...
Stop them.
Uh-oh.
Backline's getting dough.
A nice deep freeze. There's still a chance to stop them.
Frozen.
The dino guy is really good.
What the hell are those things, Namor? Out of the infirmary.
No, don't take me. I'm too young. Thank you.
Ah, we got the dino.
He stopped them in their tracks.
Punisher has a beach skin, I thought.
Heavy weapons. I'm in love. You should have sided with us, Namor.
He was dying. He was dying.
Oh, I'm being dragged in. Help me.
I pushed him back.
Run from me, little coward.
Yeah, they weren't being pushed back. The dino was taking it to the back line.
Judge, jury, executioner.
Nice
Ah,
counter.
dang it, now I can't see what's in there.
She used her ult to counter my ult to hide him.
Oh god.
Back for another tour.
They hit a checkpoint.
Cyclops
Now
doing all
might
the
be a good
damage.
time to stop them.
Yeah.
Well, Cyclops and Namor, because Namor's buff allows him to get more squids very often if he hits his spear shot.
Namor and Cyclops are doing tons and tons of
I'll
damage.
meet my family, but not today.
There we go.
Us against the world.
I think they're gonna
There's
combo
too many
up.
of
Careful.
us that are down right now.
I like the cold. I'm made of glass.
Battlefield ready again. Heavy weapons. I'm in love.
Like the dino's dead.
Can we have Punisher? That's like 3 headshots. Oh, sorry, 3 crits onto the dino.
I was worried. There's still a chance to stop them.
Halo.
My family.
I need Switch. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
have to switch.
Maybe go to either a tank or like a DPS that can target the backline, or like any
Yeah, that's what I'm
of their DPS.
Good time to stop them.
Oh shit.
The Keep running away.
Come on, fucking whale.
Oh, Namor's weak. No. No. Need to get my dash. 1 sec.
Berserker! Rage! Not a Hydra!
A nice deep freeze.
You just showed their stupid faces! Judge! Jury! Executioner!
What the heck got me?
Oh, the double ult.
I got you covered. Healing
Invisible Woman is now the ace. She keeps countering my fucking
I'll
ult.
meet my family.
Better stop
But
that
not
vehicle.
today.
Shit.
It's now or never. Stop
How
them.
do we stop this advance?
You just need to put pressure onto healers and stuff, so then you can force out their ult, so then you have
pressure
your
on the
opportunity to use your ult. Yeah, healers and their
I
DPS.
need to switch to Angela. It's too late.
If you can swap the tank. Oh, the Namor's weak.
Hang on.
Nice.
Hang on.
Get rid of the tank. You're not getting heals. Okay, just reset off this fight here. Halo's ult can counter both of the healer ults.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
We just need to pressure the Cyclops and Namor off.
This should kill my ales.
Nice.
Hits the ground.
You can try
How
to
am
move
I
that ult.
missing?
Yeah.
Fuck. I missed too many spear strikes there. Don't just hold
Oh,
the
nice.
Line. Hold the line. Don't push. Hold the.
Stop them in their tracks. Disappear.
I disrupted them long enough. Now they're gonna come in force.
They pushed too hard.
Oh, Dino got me. Distributed their line.
I'm in their whole fucking team right now.
Just what I needed.
Just can back off from reset. I only have 2 upgrades left. Okay.
Don't give them another against the world.
Oh, I messed up that.
Freeze.
Oh, did the bubble block it?
I should have switched to Angela a little sooner because it was actually disrupting them a little bit more. But
That was a practice run. First run of the day.
Yeah, Wolverine doesn't work in this map at all.
Damn, damn, damn.
What the fuck does that mean? Was he just targeting you a lot, Alex?
No, not at all. I mean, he was doing some,
Huh.
but he wasn't. I had almost as much damage as him, and I was playing Jeff.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
The higher the pressure, the more dazzling the diamond.
Try again, if not, I'll switch.
The moon haunts you. Shit.
To the moon.
The moon. Where's the moon? The moon.
The moon.
Unlike some X-Men, I don't care who hates and fears me.
30 seconds before you attack.
Moon actually
Get ready.
could help there. They were super bunched
How
up
quaint.
for like most of the team
Yeah,
fights.
that's a lot of damage.
Squirrel.
If Halo went Moon Knight, if he knows how to play Moon Knight, and I went Angela sooner, we would have been able to counter it with it. But it's good to know, good to learn.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exquisite. You know what to do, spiders?
A lot may have
Here's Spider-Man, or is that Penny?
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
They cannot stop us.
Yeah, there's a Spider-Man behind trying to pull us out of bounds.
Yeah, what the hell is doing? What is it?
There's also Magneto here. What the fuck? She could kill him. Nice.
Yeah, that was random. It's just standing there.
Oh, Jay, I didn't know you were a tank. Nice.
Oh, we got a sniper up top.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Get rid of that spider. He only has 1 HP.
They have 15 there. One night on
Yeah.
top.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
And try to do as much
I
damage as I could.
Yeah, I thought we had him when I froze him, but yeah.
Yeah, Loki doesn't have too much damage output unless he has like 3 of his clones shooting at the same thing.
Healing.
Moon's at that ping right there. You're fine, you're fine. You also get healing from Penny's nest for it.
Okay. Got the healer.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
The Moon Knight's just being an annoying gnat, but he's not really doing much.
These are sounds I never heard before. Rock on, spider. Nice deep freeze.
Did you drop something, Moon Knight? Now your arm is as broken as your mind, Spectre.
Hopefully,
Oh shit.
while we still exist.
Hello, run to us. Oh no. I was trying to run there as fast as I could to do a quick shift
Angela
heal for
knocked
you.
me off the cliff.
I just got disoriented.
Those fools know my Spider Zero. Palestine, thank
Are you serious, Moon Knight?
No.
I'm coming back.
Disappear!
That's an odd point to do it. I'm gonna ult first.
I have my ult ready, but I'll hold on to it for
Yeah, just
now.
save for it. I'm just doing it just for then. You hold for it here. We need to get rid of that nest though.
Alright, nest is gone.
Shoot the rocket ult. Okay, rocket ult slip down. No, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Almost dead.
Sorry, OJ. I tried to get her off you.
One night on top.
Angela, huh? Somebody switched to Angela.
I am a true team
I
player.
killed the healer.
Yep, trying to keep you up.
Yeah, sorry.
Might come back.
Exterminate these robotic pests.
Oh, Moon Knight got me.
Here we go. What's up? It's pushing hard.
The moon!
Oh.
Being
The The moon haunts you. That's the easiest fucking ult in the game to wipe a whole team.
We're actually still pretty much alive. They're not really doing much.
They nerfed
to
it.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They nerfed it just recently?
No, Spider-Man's still more brainless.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Psylocke is still more brainless.
Cyclops kind of because of the low skill floor.
Just careful at that cliffside because they keep trying to push us off it. Oh,
I'm back. Fire to pay.
Angela behind you.
Moon Knight's been here.
I'm waiting for you guys.
Knew I saw trouble.
Yeah.
This is gonna hurt.
God, Angela.
Things on dead. Nice. I'm reloading on my shells. Watch out for Moon.
Angela coming in back. She's swooping around.
Nice. She took my clone.
Fucking flying everywhere.
Nice. Got her.
Zero.
Get rid of the nest. Nest dead.
No, they killed me.
Oh. I was on the reload as soon as you did that. I'm gonna ult here. Yeah, just Vicon, yeah.
The Nick's trying to snipe you.
Oh, they have a lot of tough shit.
Yeah.
Right when I did my ult.
Yep.
Where you going, huh? You don't want to find me no more? Okay. My whole team went down. They used a lot of ults right there. Though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This queen's
They're going
reign is
pretty
unchallenged.
anti-dive and shove for it.
Only 60 seconds left.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Really, Angela?
Angela?
I'm pretty sure
I'm
that's
gonna
the same
use my
Spider-Man guy swamp for it.
Yeah, she's gonna target me from now on.
Target healer. Nice.
Nice.
Goodbye, Moon Knight. I got them all.
All dead.
Pay those fools no mind, Spider Zero.
Now
They
I'll
cannot
switch to
stop
Angela
us.
and I'll just help in the back line.
Down to 30 seconds.
Or I may not need to.
Here comes Angela.
Angela dies instantly.
Yeah, target rocket ult.
It's down. I have a
It's
second.
spider time! Nowhere yet. Going to overtime.
Zero.
Nice. I can't. It's very hard to out heal a Moon Knight ult. Also, I didn't have my lantern. Nice.
They ulted again.
Got a double with Angela.
Sweet, thank you.
How did I get teleported here? Oh, you don't like an Angela in your back line, huh? Well,
There's a strange and rocket around.
Yeah, they're getting closer in the back.
He's just trying to buy time.
Yeah.
they're doing a good job. How the fuck is you...
Nice, sweet. Oh, got it. No way.
Oh, she came right back at me.
Oh, the match is targeting me.
Oh, that fucking ult from Rocket.
Fuck.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Wait, right? Fuck no.
Yeah, but this is essentially ranked because you've got a bunch of pre-made. We're going pre-made against pre-made.
Yeah.
These aren't, they're teams.
I don't think matchmaking works like that for quick play.
It does. This level of competition is above what's normal. That's because people at matches full lobbies with full lobbies, or tries to at least.
No, Cyclops is still pretty much the same. Still pretty deadly as like a flank character, or even just like straight output of damage.
Yeah, ranked seems like he's always banned.
Yep, him, Namor,
I'm not judging.
who else?
The higher the pressure, the
Devil
more
Dino for
dazzling
some
the
reason, but I don't see the appeal for it.
Yeah, same thing here, yeah. I think he has so much health, I don't know.
Yeah, but he has a giant noggin that you can just do crits
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
So you're gonna tank or heal? Pick.
I'll heal again.
And Magneto.
Wait, you say Magneto's banned or what?
No, for Scarlet. Scarlet's Gambit, Star-Lord, Daredevil, and Magneto.
And me said...
Half the roster's always
30
hers.
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Half the roster is what?
Alchemax was trying to create super weapons based off your power psych.
Oh,
They were. And I'm afraid of what they might have unleashed on the world if they'd succeeded.
Flippy's
Afraid?
Magneto is
Not me.
cheeky.
If they build a rifle with that
Unpredictable.
force, I'm gonna be the first in line to buy one.
The battle starts in
Okay, what do you mean by cheeky though? Is it just like, oh, I've never seen that from Magneto player?
Have that skin? Capture the mission area. Got it?
Joe, you can carry me on you with X. I don't know what you'll find it for.
Halo's trying to ride you, is what he's saying.
Yes, exactly.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Your mission area is yours.
Alright, we got the map moves like this.
Pressed the wrong button. I'm dead. Y'all are dead. I pressed the wrong button. I don't normally play Dino.
No, we're not dead. They're dead.
You're gonna get rolled without a tank.
We just got a triple
Yeah,
kill.
we're still holding
As
it.
he died.
We got it.
What do you think Penny is?
Son of a bitch.
Who's it?
Penny is a DPS the way you play.
Think he's sweet.
Captured
both.
more than half of the mission area.
Know what
Keep
I love
going.
about- God damn it, Google.
I am ready to put on a show.
Alright, there comes.
Do we just give it up? Should we walk out of it?
No.
No. I have my ult, I have my ult.
Fury is almost yours.
Here the Magneto, nice. I'm gonna quickly check if they're trying to do a strange. No, they're not trying to do strange.
How would you check?
I just close to the spawn to see if anyone's walking to strange for the port. I'm just gonna try to keep you up, sweet. Nice.
Yeah.
And we get to save that out.
Yeah, 0 dash. We only died once. That's it.
That was because I pressed the wrong button.
Yeah.
That's why you need to pick a carry healer, Zug.
Yeah, which are not healers and they're the worst.
Hey,
if you
look,
play ranked and you play a
no
carry
math
healer, you
res.
should just get hit in the dick with a tack hammer. Like, everyone hates you. You don't do your job and you don't do the thing you're pretending to do either.
The one and only, I think. You
Hey, look, don't shame Warlock players.
I'm shaming every Warlock player ever. It's like, at least play Mantis, because like Mantis is a decent healer still,
battle starts in
but still
5,
can do like some pretty
4,
serious damage.
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission
Okay, well,
area.
okay, her ult, yeah, but I don't know if her neutral healing is all too great.
See them? Right there. Unhurt. I suck.
Okay, where am I gonna put my clones for this one where it doesn't get, where that doesn't happen?
Magneto on the right.
My ult's already ready.
I would say just hold on to it and just do it as a counter heal ult.
Yeah, they're gonna use their ults to like push.
Jury.
Okay, now heal.
Oops, I jumped out of it.
Walk my lanterns. Nice. Okay, we just have to out heal them at this point. Well, until that happens.
Oh,
No!
oh, got me. Yeah, and he's got a cliff right there.
No, it's blocked off. Can't do anything for it.
Oh.
Oh, but we're dead here. Yeah.
Yeah, we're pinned.
I got my ult back.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was gonna say the map changed.
The map changed. I got fucked. I was like, well, that's the whole team.
Map change fucked up.
In door number 1, we have.
Got no healer over here. We're good.
Yep, on my way.
Yeah, you can just run back.
I have my ult ready.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Yeah, we just need to reset.
Yeah,
just
the group.
hang back here.
Down and out.
Ready?
Yeah.
A nice deep freeze.
Alright, somebody do something about punishment.
What the heck happened with that?
You just shoot the squirrels.
Judge.
Yeah, but I didn't see it disappear that quick. Punisher. Oh, wait.
I killed the Punisher. I killed 3 people.
Nice. Oh, just push with that.
Alright, Magneto made a big
Deep
mistake.
freeze. Whoever they are, they don't look friendly. Control seized. We got it. Roll up. Shield up,
There's a good counter for it. Putting a lantern near you guys.